South Florida sunshine, palm trees lie, perfect smile, practice cry. Red dress walking into court, every glance says less than more. New husband, short honeymoon, whispers blooming way too soon. Phones light up at 2 a.m., promises written, erase a man. She says it was a movie scene, but the script was way too clean. Every word began to drip when detectives hit record and hit play. Text messages and red flags, love letters turning into body bags. She says it was all pretend, but pretend don't pay a hitman. Lipstick, lies, and camera light. Reality TV meets real life night. Say it once, say it twice. The truth don't bend when the tapes play nice. Undercover with a wire tight, listening quiet, letting her talk all night. Is he dead? Slips out too fast. Future plans while the present cracks. She flips the switch, she plays a role. Victim voice, then full control. Tears on cue, mascara rain, but the timeline won't explain. Rehearse shock, a practice gasp. Hands too steady, answers fast. Every version slightly shifts while the jury reads between the script. Text messages and red flags, smiling while she does the math. She says it was all pretend, but pretend don't hire a friend. Gold hoops, heels, and courtroom sound. Every line leaves fingerprints around. Say it once, say it twice. Truth don't blink under cross-exam lights.
What is up, everyone? Happy Monday. It's February. We are getting closer to spring by the day.
Monday fun day.
I'm excited. Except for I told my husband, like, I'm ready for the snow to melt because we haven't really lost any since we got all that snow a week ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But then, like, the mud apocalypse comes. And when you have dogs, like, I'm down to one Great Dane, but you can still have to clean mud off the ceiling when it comes to that. Like, it's everywhere. It's crazy. Like, they just come inside and they're like, oh, I forgot to shake outside right before I came in. I'll do it now. What's up, Bad Dazzer? Did you go find out what was in Gabby's box? It's hiding in plain sight. I'm showing you where it is. Does my mic sound funny?
No, sounds good.
Okay.
To me, it does.
Sounds weird. Let me check. Alrighty then. What's up, Chloe? Hope you are doing well. Getting all settled in after your move. How was your weekend, Gabby?
Oh, living the dream. Basically. Yeah, that's my life. Yeah.
I'm with you. Nope, she said it was the wrong box.
Hey there.
What's up, Adair? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Oh my gosh.
What did I do this weekend? I can't even remember.
It was so exciting.
Yeah, it was just, breathtaking.
I have spent my weekend with Miss Madison.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
Oh, yeah. Carmen wanted me to tell you Spork 2.0 happened.
I know it did.
No, I know you know. She wanted me to tell the chat.
Oh. Enjoyed that bit of news.
I mean, I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, wow, really? Number 2?
maybe you should just have your song playing in her cell that I made you. Just put that in there. Just be like, all right. What's up, Deidre?
Hey, Deidre.
Adair, when I first read that, I read on my way to the pub in a few, not pickleball. So my apologies.
PB. Have fun at PB.
Peanut butter. So I don't have anything else to say. I don't have any good stories from the weekend. Which is
No,
great.
yeah.
Like run of the mill
Mhm.
weekend. We do have a sad story happening around here. I don't know if it's made national news yet. It wouldn't surprise me if it hasn't. But we had a 17-year-old girl. I guess you could say she went missing. She left her house, I think, on her own. Unfortunately, she met up with not a good person that she apparently had met online in a gaming room. And
Oh, wow.
she was featured as missing on Patrol Live this past weekend. And then today they announced that they had arrested somebody and they have recovered her. He is from Columbus, Ohio. He's in Franklin County. I don't know if that's Columbus jail, if that's the county that Columbus is in, but he was there. He was in Hocking County, which I think is in southern Ohio. Heidel or Nidawau probably would know that better than me. But he was seen on surveillance, if you remember that trial. Cameras in that neighborhood. It was about 20 minutes outside of Indianapolis, and his car was seen on camera there. And then they ended up getting a search warrant for his house, the short-term rental, and his vehicle. And
Vehicle.
he was arrested for something else. I don't remember, and they were holding him on those charges. And then he apparently cooperated, and it took them to find her, which I'm glad. At least give her back to her parents. They were just devastated when I watched their clip on, I don't know, Saturday, I think it was. It was sad. Now
Of
they're
them trying to find her.
yeah, because she'd been gone. She left January 6th, and
Oh, wow.
I don't know when he did what he did to her. I don't know what he did to her. I don't probably want to know what he did to her, but my
Yeah, probably not.
yeah. I don't know what game it was. I've never played that game. I just wish kids just think nothing ever bad is going to happen to them. It's like, man, you just don't know
Yeah.
who you're talking to on the other end.
You're not invincible.
No, I mean, Adair, he could be like an Abby or something. We don't know.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? You're saying he could be, his name could not be Adair? His name could
Yeah.
actually be Abby?
Yeah, he might not even be a man.
He's a man. I've heard him talk.
Oh, I know. I have to. What's up, Ronnie? And I know Ronnie's a woman because
Abby Normal? No, I don't. Hopefully it's not Abby Normal. Oh my God, Abby Normal.
I don't know who that is.
It's not so normal.
Oh. Hang on just a second.
Wait, are you playing Roblox, Bobby?
What's Abby Normal?
It's something from. Okay, so remember when Baker redid Matt Moore's trial?
Okay.
There was a specialist that was on the stand, and he was called a police something, a police. I can't remember what it was called. He didn't work for the police. He wasn't a police officer, but he was a person who would go to police stations and teach them about, detectives, about how people got strangled or whatever.
I don't remember that at all
And
in
so
that trial.
this guy, I looked him up and I found a picture of he uses like dolls in other trials of this doll that he called Abby Normal. I'm pretty sure the name was Abby Normal, and I took a snapshot of it and I sent it to Baker, and I was just like, I was dying laughing because it was freaking hilarious. Let me see. He had like a bunch of them though. Like it wasn't just Abby Normal. It was like another specific, yeah, Abby Normal. And it's basically like a doll head where he goes to like conventions and brings these dolls and like teaches people about, you know, strangulation or whatever, trying to like fumble the words so YouTube doesn't go crazy.
Yeah,
But
you're giving old Bobby Dave a stroke over here.
it's from Young Frankenstein. Oh no, that's not what I was talking about. This is a real thing that really happened in real life, Bobby, not from a
Yes.
movie, okay? This is a real thing, and this is a real doll. Okay? This is from a trial, and this specialist uses the doll when he goes to some trials to talk about how some people unalive themselves around the neck area. And he's wicked weird and creepy looking. And Matt Moore's, attorney had brought that up to him. Like, how many times have you testified for the state, And he was like, oh, this and this and this. He's like,
Was
have
he
you?
like, did he have weight? Was he like an older dude?
Yes, he was older. He had a mustache, and he had that weird, like, it literally looked like one thick strand of hair comb over.
Yeah.
As if it was
Now I'm
bald.
starting to
That's
remember.
him. Yep. Yep.
Sorry to
I was like,
stroke.
what? When I first saw him, I was like, what is that? A basket? Is that like his handle? Like, what is happening up there? Just cut that thing.
Yes,
was
I remember because
horrible.
we would talk about when I did that tryout, like we were talking about his freaking hair. Like, just get rid of it. Just give
Yeah,
up,
it
dude.
looks
Just give up like your
horrible.
hair did. Just let it go.
If he just trimmed it to the side, it would look, he would look like he had like the Red Foreman haircut.
Yep, which would have been fine.
Yeah.
What's up, Shenny? Ugh, fun day in the neighborhood or not.
No, I don't think it did, Bobby. I don't think it did.
Hello, Christine. Bobby, are you going to be okay?
He's like, wait, there's another Abby Normal? What is happening? What is she talking about? Oh my God, my life is a lie.
He's calling for backup.
He can call for backup all he wants, but I literally just saw this, so it's not. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about, so it doesn't even matter.
He's like, Snipe, what's your 20? Where are you? Help me.
Like, Snipe, beep, 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 beep. He's like, shh, Snipe, do you copy? Shh, shh, Gabby, shh, need backup? Shh, over.
Gabby and AJ don't know what Abby Normal is? Correct.
Do you copy?
You want him to see this? There, well, he can watch it if he misses it. It'll be there. Promise. Sorry, I didn't mean to completely derail this.
That's what I thought he was talking about, though. Like, legit. Like, I didn't think there was another whatever. But anywho, sorry. Went off on a tangent.
I didn't know. No, you're fine. Speaking of law enforcement, we are back to Dalia Dippolito trial. We finished up Thursday with Mohammed Shadaya.
Shithead?
Something. Mohammed, rest in peace, because he's dead now.
R.I.P. shithead.
R.I.P. And you and Dave. So
Dave's not unalived. He's just in witness wit pro.
I think he might be. I think Mohammed did actually pass away in 2021. But I think Dave just like left town. He's like, I'm out, taking the tech, and see you later, dude. Go do something else without me.
Hilarious.
So we're done with his testimony. He was Dalia's alleged lover. They just, I don't know why. I don't know why they just didn't stay together, except for maybe, I would say money. But he had money until he just decided to not have money, I guess, because he either, I know people that are worth money don't always have that much cash, but he at least had stuff that was worth millions of dollars, and he didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's just has side pieces, and then they buy him like a $60,000 car. He returns it.
He's like, I don't want it.
Yeah. He's like, meh.
What's up,
I didn't
Haley?
like the way the seat warmers warmed my butt.
Yeah.
Can I return this? Thanks. I only had it like 4 days. It's fine, right?
You need a drink. Sorry.
Bobby,
I feel
where
responsible
the
for
heck
that.
have you been? I've already done that. He had a little mic.
He had little mic. Hey, Heidel.
Bobby, you know what? Snipe might be out watering the dog before he jumps in. That's what he calls when he has to go.
Oh, he needs a drink.
Bring the dog out. No, he brings the dog out to go pee.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Okay.
I'm not always the quickest one. But I figured that one out. Bobby doesn't drink.
My brain is not extra not working today.
I didn't think the dog didn't drink, so he watered him.
That's like, are we even sure Snipe even has a dog and he just doesn't have a chia pet?
I mean, is he like Silence of the Lambs? You drink that water, you get the hose again.
He has a chia pet dog, and he's like, gotta go water the dog, and we're all thinking he's out walking his dog so he can go pee, but he's really watering his chia pet dog.
What's up,
that
Zach?
would be hilarious. Hey, Zach.
Oh. Well, thank you. It's nice to see you too.
Oh my God, he said, hi, Gabby, my good friend.
Oh, wow. This is a weird Monday.
Gross. Try it again. Redo. I don't like it.
We are going to go into a bunch of law enforcement testimony. We are starting off with, I know their names, but I don't know who they are. So I can tell you their names. But that's really all I can tell you.
Tony Montana?
There's no Tony Montana. There's a James Eddy. Sergeant James Eddy. Detective, I don't know how to say his name. His first name, Asmin. Asmin? His last name is Brown. What do you have, like
Brown Asthma?
Like you have this kind of cool first name and then your last name is Brown.
Asmin Brown?
Asim Brown. And then we have Sergeant John Bonafair? Don't know.
Boner!
And then Officer Carlos Reinhold. We may not get through. I may break between John Bonafair, whatever his name is, and Carlos, and finish Carlos Reinhold's testimony tomorrow, just because it's gonna get kind of long if I don't. And then tomorrow we'll get into Sergeant Frank Ramsey's testimony. And he's the guy that's going to bring us the cops video, at least one version of it. And there also looks like there is a lot of the defense attorney arguing in this, because I had to go through and try to find the names of the officers because it didn't give it to me in the description of anything, and had to figure out who they were. And it looks like there is a lot of arguing that's going to go on with the attorneys, especially from the defense. And I don't know how it goes. I didn't watch it. I didn't see like what objections he was raising or what he was mad at. I know there was something after there's I know he's going to get into a lot of the cops video, and he's going to try to ask a lot of questions about that. And some of that's not going to go well for him. I did pick up that, but I made sure to not watch it, but I can't help where I'm like pausing it or where I'm fast forwarding and trying to find people so I can get their names. What's up, Frank?
Hey, Frank.
You're doing
I don't know
well.
what the hell is happening to Zach, but he needs maybe a lobotomy, maybe, to fix him, because this is outrageous.
Hey, he's like, new year, new me.
He's
Except
like,
for
new
my
phone,
name.
who dis?
If you need a like, just let me know, my dear. Hope you are feeling your best. All right, where is Zach? What have you done with him?
His account has been hacked, y'all. This is outrageous.
That's not how he talks to Gabby.
No, absolutely never. He's never talked to me like that.
That's not what happens. All right, so let's get going here with Sergeant James Eddy.
Bobby, I need a lobotomy. Yeah, so don't I, apparently. Zach's being nice. Hell has frozen over. I pray for everyone's health and prosperity. Zach, shut it.
A bobotomy. You know, I believe that about you, Zach. I believe that part about you.
Maybe like he
I
met
don't
a nice
believe
girl.
this part
And
about
like,
you.
yeah, no, absolutely not.
That's the part that's thrown me here.
One time I tricked him in making him think I was mad that he said something to me in Discord. And then he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, snapshot, gotcha, bitch. I was just joking. I knew you were a nice guy. He was like, you can't do that. You can't ruin my street cred. Like, he was freaking out. And I was like, I get it forever. So I'll show it to whoever I want. So that's why I'm not. Something happened to him. Someone did something. Who did this to you, Zach?
Yeah. Show us on the doll where they touched you.
Just not on Abby Normal.
Yeah, don't use Abby Normal. We shall never talk about Abby Normal again because Bobby may not make it.
I don't think he has. I'm not mean. I'm just, you know.
Oh, DJ, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
You know what? That's a good point.
That's a good one. Oh, Frank, I'm a wuss, so I act like one. Frank, you are just too nice.
He is.
Yeah, not a hugger. Haha. I guess I gave away the ruse there. Yep. That's when you loved Gabby.
Yeah, when I tricked you.
I didn't get Abby Normal wrong because I never had Abby Normal right.
Yeah, because you want to know why? Because Abby isn't freaking normal.
I can't have something right or wrong that I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I'm going to send you the picture, EJ. I'm going to send it to you. It's freaking creepy.
Yeah, and then put it in Discord so we can show Bobby Normal.
You see?
Haley,
That's
I'm completely
Zach
lost.
I love.
So are we, Haley. So are we.
Aww.
I've never seen Zach use. Well, that's not a 4-letter word. A 3-letter word.
Now, Bobby, we all know I'm not normal, so good
Yeah,
try, but try again.
She's never, ever said that she was normal, ever.
No, absolutely not. I'm extremely abnormal. Hi, I'm Gabby, abnormal.
Well, what's your last name? I just told you. Abnormal.
Oh my God.
I love Gabby too, but then there's him.
He's talking about my husband.
I know who he's talking about. Well, that doesn't mean that you should say that.
Well,
I mean-
wow, Zach. I mean, what happened from just a few minutes ago? I mean, that is so not Christian of you. Unbelievable.
Huh. Well, on that note, Zach,
He tells dad jokes.
straighten up your tarnished halo over there and get ready for some Sergeant James Eddy.
Let's do it.
Do you
Yeah.
okay?
That's fine. Raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Once you get settled in and get that microphone adjusted, please tell us your name.
I'm Sergeant James Eddy,
And last name is spelled.
EDDY.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Parker.
Where are you currently employed, Sergeant Eddy?
I'm employed by the Lantana Police Department, but I'm assigned to a task force at the Sheriff's Office.
How many years have you been a law enforcement officer?
I think I'm on about 17 years now.
And how many years have you been assigned to the task force with PVSO?
I believe I'm on about 6 years now.
And in part of your assignment with the Sheriff's Office task force, are you allowed to investigate crimes that occur outside of your jurisdiction, Lantana?
Yes, I am.
Where do you investigate crimes that occur?
Throughout the entire Palm Beach County.
In your capacity as an investigator with the task force at the Sheriff's Office, have you become familiar with someone by the name of Larry Coe?
Yes, I have.
Where is Larry Coe from?
He's from the Riviera Beach area.
In March and April of 2009, do you know where Larry Coe used to hang out?
Objection unless he knows, hearsay unless he has personal knowledge.
Overruled.
Yes,
Where did he used to hang out?
mainly around Avenue S in Riviera Beach. We frequent a store called Urban Wear, which is at the corner of S and Blue Heron.
During your investigation into Larry Coe, did you learn what his cell phone number was in March and April of 2009?
Yes, I did.
Your Honor, may I approach a witness?
Yes.
Sergeant Eddy, I'm showing you what is admitted into evidence as State's Exhibit 3, Composite Exhibit 3A through D. Let me have you look at this and also 3B. You're looking at 3B, you're also looking at 3B. What is the number for the cell phone records that you have in front of you?
The cell phone records you gave me are area code 561-703-9453.
And the subscriber information that you have in front of you, who is that phone registered to?
Looks like Dalia Dippolito.
Your Honor, permission to publish?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to April 2nd of 2009 in that big packet of phone numbers in front of you.
Can I take this clip off?
Sure. Do you have April 2nd in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
At 16:09, which is what, 4:09 p.m. on April 2nd. Do you see a number that you recognize on those phone records?
Yes, I do.
And what is that number?
574-1154.
Whose phone number is that?
That is the phone number that I've associated with Larry Coe.
How many times does that phone number show up on these phone records in front of you?
Looks like for that day, it looks like about 13 times.
And who's making the calls? Is the defendant, Dalia Dippolito, making the calls, or is Larry Coe making the calls?
Judge, I'm going to object to the characterization. Dalia Dippolito making the calls. This witness has no way of knowing that. Respect.
Okay, let me ask it to you this way. Is the phone number 561-703-9453 calling Larry Coe's phone?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, permission to publish the phone records?
Yes.
Thank you, Sergeant Eddy. I have no further questions.
Cross-examination.
Can I use these?
My notebook, sure.
Would you press this button? Sergeant Eddy, what you looked at with respect to the phone calls are 8 phone calls, correct? Made from one phone to another. Is that right?
I believe it's 13 phone calls.
13 phone calls from one phone call to another.
Correct.
Okay. Did you look at the duration of those phone calls?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. And what was the longest duration of the phone call?
I believe there was 2 that were just under 2 minutes.
All right. And you have no knowledge whatsoever that those phone calls were in any way made by Dalia Dippolito, do you?
No, sir.
And you have no knowledge that the person who answered those phone calls is someone by the name of Larry?
No, sir.
And you have no personal knowledge that Ms. Dippolito even knows this person, Larry, do you?
No, sir.
As a matter of fact, that number that's attributed to Larry was actually signed up for by someone else, correct?
Yes, sir.
Was not signed up for by this person, Larry, was it?
Yes, sir. It was not.
It was not. And it was some female, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And do you know the name of the female that it was signed up for?
I don't remember it off the top of my head. I know she lived in the Palm Beach Gardens area.
All right, but you're not suggesting to the jury that that number was the number of this Larry person? You're not suggesting that Larry signed up for that account, is that correct?
Larry did not sign up
All
for
right,
that
any more
account,
than you're
correct?
suggesting that you can say Larry was on the other end of those calls, correct?
Correct.
And you said to Ms. Parker when she asked you that Larry hung out at this urban wear place,
Yes, sir.
and that's in Riviera Beach, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you said when we spoke previously that Larry sold his music there, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Larry was fancied himself as a rap artist, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just 1 second, if I'm sure.
All out for 1 minute.
1 minute.
Maybe 3.
Okay, Judge, thanks. Larry fancied himself as a rap artist. I want to know who Larry is. What are we doing, Judge?
All right, and the jury is out of the courtroom.
Ms. Parker asked on direct specifically, through your investigations, did you develop this number? I don't know how the questions that she wants to ask, even keeping that word out of it, is even redirect.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take that as an objection to the redirect and I'll overrule it. I think it more fully answers the question, you know, my investigation, and you're kind of challenging it with your cross. And so I think that she's entitled to say, hey, bring it out. Ms. Parker wants to ask you the following question.
You came about to know that that is Larry Coe's phone number.
And before you answer, the reason we set the trade out is because Ms. Parker anticipates you saying something like, I looked at Facebook, I went through other investigations, and you can tell Ms. Parker about that. Just leave out gang investigations, but you can talk about the other things, but just leave those words out of the mix. Okay. All right, good. All right, let's bring our jury back up.
Can you
You want
answer?
me to answer it now?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And if you're nervous or get a question that you're not sure of, just raise your hand and get our attention and we'll huddle.
Sergeant Eddy, how is it that you know that that number is Larry Coe's phone number?
During my investigation, I've had several confidential informants give me that number as being Larry Coe's phone number. I've researched his MySpace page, which he's posted that number as being his and for people to call him at that number. And I've also intercepted phone calls from the Palm Beach County Jail for people wanting to speak to Larry Coe on that number.
In those MySpace pages that you've reviewed, are there pictures of Larry Coe on those MySpace pages also?
Yes, there is.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.
Recross rather.
That doesn't change the fact that you can't say who called who on those particular days, does it?
No, it does not.
Thank you.
Sergeant, thank you so much. Your
Well,
excuse. Have a
we've
nice
solved
afternoon.
that mystery.
Next witness.
The state would call Detective Asim Brown.
Scene. It's not spelled that way.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please tell us your name.
Asim Brown.
How do you spell your first name?
It's ASIM.
Brown.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so very much.
Yes, I am. I wrote
Detective Brown, good morning.
ASMI.
Where are you currently employed?
Employed with the city of Boynton Beach
How long have you been with the city of Boynton Beach?
since July 11th, 1996.
And are you employed as a police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your current assignment?
I'm a detective in the property crime section.
Do you have any specialized knowledge, training, or experience regarding financial investigations?
For several years, I was in a unit dealing with financial investigations, and I've been to a number of courses relating to financial investigations.
And what are the current cases or the types of cases that you work?
Mainly residential burglaries.
And are you assigned to a specific unit?
The property crimes unit.
How long have you been in the property crimes unit?
Since I believe it's June 2007.
Let's go back to July 31st of 2009. Were you working as a detective on that evening?
Yes, ma'am.
And at some point during that night, did you speak to someone named Mohammed Shihada?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell the jury how that happened.
I returned a message and spoke to that gentleman.
Did you tell, what if anything, did you tell Mr. Mohammed Shihada on that day?
I asked him to come into the police department.
Do you know what time it was that he left that message for you?
At about 8 p.m.
And do you know what time you called him back?
About a minute later, about 8:01 p.m.
What time did he arrive at, or did he in fact come to the police department at your request?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
What time did he arrive at the police department?
At about 10:45 p.m.
Now, at around 8 o'clock, when you spoke to him over the phone, after you told him to come into the police department, what did you do next?
Contacted Officer Greenberg with the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department.
Why did you contact Officer Greenberg?
Because I had learned that I was referred to Muhammad.
What do you mean you referred to
I'm sorry,
Muhammad?
that Muhammad, that the officer Greenberg referred Muhammad to me. I wanted to speak to Officer Greenberg to find out exactly what had transpired.
Okay. Make sure you speak up when you're answering the questions.
I can't hear.
Now, after you spoke to Officer Greenberg at the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department, what is the next thing that you did?
I contacted my supervisor, Sergeant Frank Ramsey,
Why did you contact your supervisor, Sergeant Ramsey?
because this was a serious case. It was a case in which someone was going to potentially die. So with these type of cases, when it's a serious case, I'll contact my supervisor to allow them to give direction, get involved from the onset.
Let's go back then. When you spoke to Mr. Shihada, after you hung up the phone with him, what type of case did you think that you were investigating?
After I hung up with them, it was potentially a murder solicitation case.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
There was potentially a murder solicitation. I learned that a friend of his had wanted someone killed.
Now, every time that you get a case in after hours, do you call Sergeant Ramsey and let him know if he's not there?
No, ma'am.
Why was this case so different?
Because of the serious nature of the case, and someone's life was potentially at stake.
Now, after you call Sergeant Ramsey to notify him of what's going on, what's the next thing that you do?
When Muhammad arrived, I met with him and walked him back to our detective bureau.
And when you first saw Mr. Shihada at the Boynton Beach Police Department, did you recognize him? Had you ever seen him before?
No, ma'am.
Had you ever spoken to him before other than that time on the phone?
No, ma'am.
Where do you go with Mr. Shihada once he gets to the police department?
I take him back to the detective bureau conference room.
Is Sergeant Ramsey with you at the time?
Not initially, no, ma'am.
And once you take him back to the detective bureau conference room, what do you do next?
Sergeant Ramsey arrived shortly afterwards, and and eventually a statement was taken from Muhammad.
Before you take an official statement from him, do you talk to him?
Yes, ma'am.
And tell us about that.
Basically, he recapped what he relayed to me.
The officer's looking at something. I would just like to know what he's looking at.
Yeah, officer, detective, it's perfectly appropriate to, it's okay to refer to a report or something like that, but first testify from your memory. And if you need to look at the report or whatever it is you're looking at, that's fine. You just need to let us know. I need to look at my report, and the attorneys are allowed to look at whatever it is you're looking at to refresh your memory. So,
Yes, sir.
Can I look at that, Judge, just real quick?
as soon as he tells us he needs to look at it to refresh his recollection. But
Initially, when we spoke to Muhammad, Muhammad relayed to us that there was a friend.
Judge, I'm going to object. I know he's looking at something. I don't want to keep interrupting his testimony. I just would like to just see what he's referring to, because he is looking down, reading something.
Yeah,
What are you looking at?
it's my police report.
Okay.
you want to take a look at it?
Thank you, Ron.
This guy seems very nervous. Maybe he's not had to testify very much before.
Thank you.
Detective Brown, if at any time you do need to look at your report to
Yes, ma'am.
refresh your memory about any dates or times or information, feel free to do so. But just tell the jury what happened that day when you spoke to Muhammad for the first time.
When I spoke to Muhammad, I learned that Muhammad had a friend that had wanted to kill her
I'm
husband.
going to object because the only way he could hear from Muhammad is through hearsay. whether he says he learned it or not, it came from Mohammed.
Okay. Now, let's not go into exactly what Mohammed said to you. Tell us about that interview. The first time that you spoke to Mohammed, did you tape it or was it off tape?
It was off tape.
Okay. How long did you speak to him for then?
About 10 minutes.
And then do you make a decision to tape his statement?
It was told to my supervisor.
Okay. Why was it important to tape Mohammed's statement on that time?
Well, first of all, it's an important case, and of course, we don't want to miss anything. And there's no better representation than a tape recording. Second reason is that at that point, Mohammed, it's already determined that he's going to be a confidential source, a CI, confidential informant, and we do tape statements from confidential informants relating to.
Okay, and we'll get to that in just a minute. How long was the taped interview with Mohammed Shihada on that day, on that night?
It was about 28 minutes.
Now, what does he call the defendant during your initial conversation? What name does he give you?
Delilah.
I'm sorry?
Delilah.
What is a CI packet?
It's basically a packet that gathers the potential CI's information, personal information. It goes over the rules of conduct, code of conduct, what we expect from the confidential informant, and there is a Miranda rights thing in there, and also it's allows us to intercept oral communications.
You said a confidential informant. Exactly what is a confidential informant?
It's someone whose identity is kept confidential. It's kept within the police department unless it's ordered by the judge to disclose who the person is.
Now, why is it that you used a confidential informant packet with Mr. Shihada on July 31st of 2009 or August 1st of 2009?
It was what he requested. He didn't want to be identified.
Do you know why he didn't want to be identified or want anyone to know that he came to the police?
Judge is going to object to speculation and it's hearsay.
Sustain.
Then maybe approach on that? Well, maybe approach?
Yeah.
What did Mohammed tell you about why he wanted to be a confidential informant?
He feared retaliation.
I'm sorry?
He feared retaliation.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Detective Brown, I'm showing you what is marked as Exhibit 32, Composite Exhibit 32, for identification purposes only. Do you recognize that?
Yes, this is the CI packet that Mohammed completed.
And is your signature on that?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And is the date on that?
It's July 31st, 2009.
And does Mr. Shihada also sign that packet?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what do you do with that confidential informant packet after Mr. Shihada fills it out?
I give it to my supervisor, Sergeant Ramsey.
And why do you do that?
It's for the proper custodial chain of custody, and also because it's a case which is going to be investigated by the Persons Crimes Unit.
Now, On that night when you signed Mohammed up as a confidential informant, did you pay him any money?
No, ma'am.
Did Sergeant Ramsey pay him any money?
No, ma'am.
At some point that night, does Sergeant Paul Sheridan come to the police department?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is that?
He was contacted by my supervisor, and he responded because he's the person's crimes supervisor.
Now, you say you're in property crimes and there's also persons crimes.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us the distinction between those two units.
Well, the person's crimes, basically they investigate crimes that deals with victims like robbery, homicide, things like that. Our investigations are limited to basically things that deals with properties like such as vehicle burglaries, home burglaries. We go into financial investigations sometimes, and so that'll be the difference between those two units.
Now, after the taped interview with Mohammed Shihada on that day, does Mohammed do anything afterwards?
He makes a phone call.
And why does he make a phone call?
Sergeant Sheridan directed him to.
Who does he make a phone call to?
To the defendant.
And what time does he make that phone call?
Need to refer to my report.
Sure. And just look up when you have your memory refreshed.
The call was made on August the 1st, 2009 at 12:05 a.m.
Your Honor, may I approach witness?
Yes.
Mr. Brown, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 33 for identification purposes. Flip that over. Do you recognize that?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you recognize that?
It has my initials. I've previously viewed and listened to this audio tape and then put my initials on it.
Is that a compact disc?
Yes, ma'am.
And do the contents of that disc truly and accurately depict the phone call made from Mohammed's phone to the defendant's phone on August 1st of 2009?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would move into evidence, State's Exhibit 33.
Any objection? Just one to your question.
Yes.
Detective Brown, did you listen to that tape?
Yes, sir.
And when did you listen to it?
On it was been about 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure the exact date.
State's Exhibit 33 in evidence without objection.
After Mohammed left a message for the defendant, what did you do next?
Excuse me. We drove Mohammed around the area of the gas station where he was supposedly met with the defendant.
Okay. You got to give me a little bit more than that. Drove him around the area of the gas station. Where did you specifically drive him?
To the area of Gateway and High Ridge Road. There's a gas station there called Mobile on the Run. And that was a location that we learned that Mohammed met with the defendant at.
Let me have you bring the microphone closer to your mouth. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just having trouble.
Yeah, that's what we did. That's why I'm bringing the microphone a little bit closer.
Is that mobile gas station located near I-95?
Yes, ma'am.
And why is it that you specifically went to this mobile gas station? What was your belief?
It was our belief that the defendant lived in the area of that gas station.
And had Mohammed ever met with the defendant at that gas station, to your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, on that night, as you're driving Mohammed around, did he indicate to you that he knew where the defendant lived?
I don't recall.
Did he take you to her house is what I'm asking?
No, ma'am, he didn't.
Okay. Did he point out to you what development she lived in?
No, ma'am, he didn't.
Where did he take you?
He took us to a couple developments around the mobile gas station, and we were searching for a vehicle that the defendant drove. He was not able to locate that vehicle.
All right. Let me ask you this, Detective Brown. What is the purpose of you and Sergeant Ramsey and Mohammed driving around Boynton Beach on July 31st, the late hours of July 31st, early morning of August 1st of 2009?
Well, we're trying to locate the vehicle belonging to the defendant. Hopefully we can identify the defendant's true name, the name of the potential victim. And also, it was a matter of to make sure that we're in the proper jurisdiction and to kind of corroborate what Mohammed was relaying to us.
When you say to make sure you were in the proper jurisdiction, what does that mean?
Well, being I work for the city of Boynton Beach, we can only investigate crimes that happen in the city of Boynton Beach. And sometimes people believe things happen at one location, but it's actually another location that's outside of our jurisdiction. So being able to take Mohammed, drive around with him and having him identify that particular mobile gas station, it helped us in establishing that was definitely within our jurisdiction.
Were you ever able to determine on that night where the defendant lived?
No, we wasn't.
Were you ever able to determine on that night what the defendant's husband's name was?
No, ma'am.
How long did you drive around Boynton Beach with Mohammed in your car?
For at least 20 minutes.
What do you decide to do next on the case?
At that point, we returned to the police department and dropped Mohammed off.
Does this case continue to be assigned to you, or what does Sergeant Ramsey do with this case next?
Excuse me. When Sergeant Sheridan came in, he made it clear that the person's crimes unit would be taking over that case. And so that concluded pretty much our assistance for that day.
Now, do you have any other involvement in this case after the early morning of August 1st of 2009?
Mainly my involvement in the case after that date was obtaining subpoenas or court orders or warrants relating to financial records, mainly.
Financial records, did you also obtain phone records?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the records that you obtained during this investigation, are they all obtained in the same exact way?
No, some records, a subpoena, state attorney's office subpoena was sufficient, and some records required a warrant or a court order.
And a court order and a warrant, do you have to go see a judge for both of those?
Yes, ma'am.
During the course of your investigation or your assistance, who became the lead detective on this case?
Detective Moreno.
What's his first name?
Alex Moreno.
Alex Moreno?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you assist Detective Alex Moreno in obtaining phone records for Mohammed Shihada's phone?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the phone number for Mohammed Shihada's phone?
I'm looking at my records,
Okay.
my report to recollect my memory. It's area code 561-212-6866.
What information did you obtain from the phone company regarding Mohammed Shihada's phone?
Subscriber information, incoming, outgoing calls.
What is subscriber information?
Basically, who the account is registered under.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Detective Brown, I'm showing you state's exhibit, composite exhibit 1A through C. I'll give you this. Let me have you grab that big packet right there. That exhibit, Your Honor, the state would move into evidence pursuant to business record certification, State's Exhibit 1.
State's exhibit number, what was it?
1, composite exhibit 1, A through C.
States A through C in evidence without objection.
And the records that you have in front of you, are those for phone number 561-212-6866 for Mohammed Shihada?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let me direct your attention specifically to May 11th of 2009. If you could research in that packet all the way back to May 11th of 2009.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now on May 11th of 2009, are there phone calls from Mohammed Shihada's phone on that day?
On wait a minute. Yes, ma'am, there's.
Okay. On May 11th of 2009, does it show phone calls on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And where does it show those phone calls coming from?
From Jordan, from Israel.
How long does, according to those phone records, does it show that Mr. Shihada is out of the country?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
How long? What day?
See, May 11th. See. Until June the 20th, 2009.
Okay, so according to those phone records, if I'm following you, from May 11th, 2009 to June 20th of 2009, that phone is out of the country.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, June the 19th, I should say.
Now, Mike Stanley, did you obtain his phone records as part of this investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was his phone number?
Look at my report too.
Sure, if you need to.
(831-601-1319).
And what information did you obtain for Mike Stanley's phone records?
Subscriber information, incoming and outgoing calls.
Did you also obtain phone records for 561-703-9453?
I'm sorry, 561.
703-9453?
Yes, ma'am.
And what information did you obtain for that number?
Subscriber information, incoming, outgoing calls, voice and text messages.
Did Detective Moreno also ask you to obtain the text messages and phone information for a Metro PCS phone?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that for phone number 305-896-7511?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get that text message information for that phone?
Through a warrant.
I'm sorry?
Through a warrant.
Is that a search warrant?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Teltec, did you also subpoena some records from a company called Teltec?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you looking for?
It's looking for calls that were made to, from, or spoofed with the phone number belonging to Michael Dippolito, the phone number belonging to the defendant, or the just one other number. I don't recall what it was right now.
Could it have been for Mohammed Shihada?
Yes,
Okay. And what is Teltec Corporation known for?
it's known for spoofing calls. Basically,
Did you receive any records back from Teltec from your subpoena?
yes, ma'am, I did.
What records did you receive back?
I received records relating to phone calls that were made from a phone number belonging to Michael Stanley.
Did you also receive records with Mike Dippolito's phone number on them?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about some bank records. Did you obtain any bank records of the defendant during this investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you obtain?
Obtained bank records from Bank of America, bank statements, council checks, copies of deposits, things like that. The bank records, council checks, copies of deposits,
Okay.
things like that from.
What
Bank
about
of
safe
America.
deposit box information?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Detective Brown, I'm showing you what is State's Exhibit 16 for identification purposes only. Do you recognize that?
Yes, ma'am.
And how do you recognize that?
It was shown to me prior to the trial, and also shown. This is what was shown to me from Detective Alex Moreno.
Okay. What do you know about that particular form that you have in front of you?
It's a wire transfer form from Cayman National Bank.
Can anybody just call Cayman National Bank and get that form?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a conversation without telling me what the bank people said? Did you have a conversation with someone from Cayman National Bank?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know where that specific piece of paper in front of you or the copy of that was found?
In a safety deposit box
And who owned
belonging
that?
to the defendant. at
I'm sorry?
Belonging to the defendant at Bank of America.
Is there anything unusual about that document that you have in front of you?
At the top of the form, there's a fax header. It appears to be a fax header, and it appears the fax is coming from Cayman National Bank. The date on there is March the 23rd, 2009. However, the date that's listed in the payment detail section, it's dated March the 3rd, 2009, which would be 20 days prior to the fax being received. And in the bottom section of the form where it says for bank use only, it's dated March the 3rd, 2009. Also, the form that I viewed was in original handwriting. And from my experience, I haven't had a case or known a case where a bank, a financial institution takes a check or a wire transfer and completes the part of it and then hands the customer back the original.
Now, to do a wire transfer, does the money have to go through, or does the wire have to go through a corresponding bank?
Well, for a bank that's outside the U.S. They
Okay.
doesn't have a.
Can you explain that to the jury? How does it work?
Basically, Cayman National Bank, they don't have a branch in the U.S., so they have to, when they send money, it has to go through a correspondent bank. It has to go through a bank that's a U.S. bank. And the overwhelming majority of wire transfers done internationally is done through what's called the CHIPS network. And in order to send money through the CHIPS network, you have to do it through one of their member banks. So in this particular case, there were 4 banks that were member banks that Cayman National Bank uses to do their wire transfers through.
Did you subpoena, based upon that document, those 4 banks to see if that wire transfer was real?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you also subpoena the Federal Reserve?
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you do that?
Because the overwhelming majority of domestic wire transfers are done through the Federal Reserve. And the subpoena was issued to them, and they were unable to locate a wire transfer done on behalf of the defendant, Michael Dippolito or Eric Tall, for that amount, for $191,000.
Now, as part of your investigation, did Detective Marino ask you to find out whether or not that document was valid?
Yes, ma'am.
And so what other things did you do to determine whether or not that document was valid?
Well, the document lists the bank being a Region Bank, and the routing code is for Region Bank. I subpoenaed Region Bank for the beneficiary name on here, which is Mike Enton, or for the account number, which is listed on this form. Region Bank was unable to locate a wire transfer going into this account for $191,000.
Does the account number on there belong to a Region Bank account?
The bank account on here belongs to Mike Enton.
And did you obtain any information from Region Bank about the wiring of that $191,000 into the account?
They were unable to locate a wire into the account for that amount.
In review of the defendant's Bank of America bank records, did you ever see a wire transfer for $191,000 to Cayman National Bank or to Mike Enton's account?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
In your opinion, based upon your knowledge, training, and experience, is that document valid?
It doesn't appear that wire transfer took place.
Now, the date on that document, March 3rd of 2009, on that date, had Mike Dippolito given the defendant the entire $100,000 or given all of the checks over to her yet?
Judge, I'm going to object. That's hearsay, Judge.
I can actually clarify it better than Detective Brown. Did you review the checks that Mike Dippolito gave to the defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the checks that were supposed to be for his restitution?
Judge, I want to object to the form of the question is leading.
On March 3rd of 2009, had Michael Dippolito given the defendant the entire $100,000 for his restitution?
Judge, I'm going to object. This witness doesn't know what the money's for.
Okay. Had Mike Dippolito, I'll ask you this way. Were there more checks written from Mike Dippolito to the defendant after March 3rd of 2009?
Yes, ma'am.
How much did he write checks for after March 3rd of 2009?
It was after March 3rd, I believe it was $34,000.
All right. What is the time on that Cayman Island receipt in front of you?
It's 1,500 hours, which
Okay, so is that 3 p.m.?
3 p.m. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let me ask you the question a little bit differently. After 3 p.m. on March 3rd of 2009, how much money did Mike Dippolito, the amount of checks were written from Mike Dippolito to the defendant?
47,000.
Did you come across the name Eric Tall in your investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
What documents did you gather on Eric Tall?
Mainly banking documents relating to financial transactions.
And did you gather documents from Regions Bank?
Yes, ma'am.
And in these bank records, did you come across a cashier's check for $191,000?
Yes, ma'am.
And actually, did you come across two cashier's checks for $191,000?
Yes, ma'am.
What were the two dates on those cashier's checks?
May I look at my report to?
Sure, if you need to. Would it be easier if I showed you the Regions Bank records?
Good. Oh, may I look at a chart?
Sure.
Okay, the cashier check was initially drawn on March the 31st, 2009. It was made payable to Michael J. Enton Trust, and it was in the amount of $191,000.
And whose account did it come from?
It came from the account of Eric Tall, his
what happened to-
Regions Bank account.
What happened to that check?
That check was redeposited on April the 1st, 2009, redeposited back into Eric Tall's bank account.
Did you see another cashier's check for $191,000 in Eric Tall's Regions Bank records?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
What was the date on that check?
That check was dated April 3rd, 2009, and it was for $191,000 also, and it was made payable to Michael J. Enton Trust.
What happened to that check?
That check was redeposited on April the 6th, 2009, back into the account of Eric Tall.
In your review of Eric Tall's Regions Bank records, is there also a $30,000 cashier's check from Michael Dippolito?
Yes, ma'am.
When is that check written to Eric Tall?
That check was deposited on April the 4th.
Does Eric Tall do anything with his bank account, his Regions Bank account in April of 2009?
On April the 21st, 2009, he closes his bank account and gets a
And-
cashier check.
What does he do with the balance or the cashier's check of that bank account?
He opens up an account, another account, with JP Morgan Chase.
And ultimately, do you know where the money in Eric Tall's bank account was transferred to?
Ultimately, it's transferred to Israel.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Cross-examination.
Good morning, Detective. Is it Detective Brown, Investigator Brown?
It doesn't matter, sir. A
Okay.
detective.
Okay. Couple of things that I want to ask you from your direct examination. You had made a comment that you had originally gotten a phone call from Mohammed Shihada or from someone who turned out to be Mohammed Shihada at 8:00 p.m. on the 31st of July. Is that correct?
I had received a message at about.
You received the message,
Yes,
and then
sir.
you called them back at 8:01. Is that correct?
About, yes.
All right. You have a report with you that reflects that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But you also had another report, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
This is not the only report that you filled out regarding the work that you did in this case. Is that right?
That's correct.
And Which one did you do first? The one that you have there or the one that I am referring to?
The one you're referring to.
Okay. And the one that I'm referring to is a shorter version. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've had an opportunity to read that report, correct?
Yes, sir.
And in that report, you indicate that you got the phone call from Mr. Shihada at 2015 hours, which would be 8:15. Is that correct?
I indicated about.
Well, you have that, you wrote a report that says on Friday, July 31st, 2009, at about 2015 hours, you got a call from a source. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you testified today that you actually got that call at 8 o'clock. Is that right?
That's correct.
Did you just simply make a mistake on the time? Is that all it was?
Well, the times are approximations there.
Well-
It says about.
Times are approximations?
It says about, sir.
Okay. Is there a difference between 8 o'clock and 8:15 to you?
There is.
All right, that's not just a minute difference or a 30-second difference, is there?
That's correct, sir.
And it must have been important enough that you wrote an additional report on it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And when you wrote the second report, you actually changed that information. Is that right?
It's more detailed. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I need for you to answer my question. When you wrote the second report, you actually changed the information. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what was the significance of changing 8 o'clock to 8:15 to 8 o'clock?
The significance,
Yeah.
that's just what my notes reflected.
So when you wrote it the first time, you were just mistaken? Is that what you're telling the jury?
What I'm saying is that when I wrote the time, it was about. I didn't write that at exactly 8 o'clock. That's when the phone call took place. It was about.
Does it say about in the report that you changed?
Yes, sir.
All right, and it says about in the report that you wrote initially. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you initially spoke to the confidential informant, you make reference in that first report that at some point a recorded statement was taken of the confidential informant. Is that right?
That's correct.
And you initially indicate in your report that some of that information was sketchy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Sketchy meaning you didn't have all the details, did you?
No, sir, I didn't.
Sketchy meaning you didn't have everything complete yet. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And in your new report, do you also indicate that the information was sketchy?
No, sir.
You don't?
No, sir.
Were you instructed in some way to take that out?
No, sir.
Why is it that you'd have it in your first initial report, but you don't have it in your second report?
Well, my second report is much more detailed. And in my details, I feel that the reader can see that the information was sketchy.
The reader, what are you talking about?
Well, in my second report, I go into detail as to how he didn't know the name of the victim, and he didn't know the information relating to the defendant. And
now, whether you're
like that.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
whether you're a property crime detective or not, you've been a police officer for how long?
About 15 years.
And you were obviously recognized for your work that at some point you were assigned over to the state attorney's office. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you worked in their money task force. Is that correct, with economic crimes?
Yes, sir. Money laundering, yes, sir.
Money laundering, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, with respect to the information in the report, you didn't think it was important to note in your final, more detailed report that the initial information you got from the informant was sketchy information?
Well, that report is already written, sir.
Sorry?
That report was already written, that it was.
I understand that. What I said was in your second report, you didn't think it was important to note that the initial information or some of the information you got from the confidential informant was sketchy?
Not at the time.
Now, one of the things that you indicated was that when this individual came in, this person who later became known to you as Mohammed Shihada, You didn't know him before, is correct?
That's correct.
Never met him before, correct?
No, sir.
Had no idea who he was, right?
No, sir.
Yet you are telling the jury that this person who you didn't know, who you've never met, is giving you information about something as potentially serious as somebody who could possibly be killed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And as far as anyone is concerned, you're the police officer who's doing the investigation at that point. He doesn't know from property crimes, from crimes against person, from SVU. You're doing the investigation, right?
Yes, sir.
And I think you said you spoke to an officer in Palm Beach Gardens who actually had told him to call you. Is that correct? Or told him to call the station?
Yes, sir.
Was it to call you directly or to call the station?
He said to call me.
All right. Is this someone that you knew that you had a relationship with?
No, sir.
He just might have known your name?
It's possible.
All right. But this other person, this Mr. Greenberg, apparently somehow tells Mr. Shihada to get a hold of you, Asim Brown, correct?
I'm not sure what transpired. I can only tell you what he relayed to me.
Well, I'm asking you, you were recommended, yes or no? Your name?
That's what I was told.
Okay. Now, what are the things that you say you do with this person who?
What are you supposed to do if you have information of a crime that's might have been committed or is going to potentially be committed? You're like, you don't know him, so he just comes up to you and tells you, yeah, I'm a police officer. I get it. Mr. Shihada was kind of shady. But still, dang. That was a dumb question. Also, this defense attorney must love the color yellow because I think every tie had yellow. And his yellow legal pad, just like freaking highlighter over there. Also, sorry about the pause because he looks like he's picking his nose.
Well, he does. He kind of does look like he's picking his nose, but also, I don't know if you noticed before they had brought this guy up on the stand, this specific lawyer took a tissue, he like wiped his eyes and like around his mouth, and I was like, is he salivating or was he crying?
He looked like he was
Like,
crying.
Like,
We're just gonna say
they-
he had allergies.
I'm like,
Get
did
out.
they bring out food or like what is happening here? Like, this guy hasn't done any of that whatsoever. The other guy with the bird poop on his head has only really looked down the entire time, holding his forehead.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I saw him do that. I thought, well, this trial did take place in spring, so
Yeah, he's
Maybe.
digging for gold, all right.
he had allergies. Like, I don't know. It does look like he's doing that. I didn't mean
But
to.
also, what is up with this trial and the colors? Like, one time it was all yellow. There was people in the background with yellow. This seemed the purple.
Today is purple, but he's still yellow.
He is still yellow, huh? Yeah.
And his yellow, like I said, his yellow legal pad papers are they're just so yellow on his
Oh,
desk.
I'm looking at that picture real close. He has the tip of his finger in his nose. He does. It's up in there. And then I bet he pulls it out and he's like, "Ooh, I forgot I was on camera. My bad."
What's up? Nothing.
No, there's
There's
nothing.
Zero
There's no
problems with
problem.
purple. Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, I like purple. I'm just saying there's always just been a weird thing with like colors in this trial.
I don't think
I
he
don't know.
has a purple tie. I think he has yellow. I think he has every shade of yellow. Because that is all he seems to wear. It's camouflage to blend in with all his legal pads. I agree. You do not hate purple. She's not a purple
I-
hater.
I definitely don't hate purple. I like purple. Hey, Snipe.
It's about time you got here. Old Bobby Dave's was about to stroke out earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Although I realized what Bobby was talking about before about Abby Normal because he posted it in Discord and I was like, oh, that Abby Normal. I was like, my bad, Bobby. You're right. This did happen way before the trial. I was so confused. I was like, what is he even talking about? Abby, there's no other Abby normal. And then when I saw the gifs, I was like, makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at him yet. What's up, Wow? He does not.
Hey, KWOW.
He does not have his finger. He signed a mom who has hit a finger out of her child's nose on the reg. Bobby's feeling what it's like to be you. Well, somebody had to do it. I'll have to hand it to him. He's a better actor than Mike. True. We were talking.
It's a real guy. It's a real thing.
That is a real thing.
It happened in a real trial. You crazy?
Just as your Abby normal happened, that other Abby normal happened. The other Abby normal probably happened because of your Abby normal.
Probably. Maybe. Yeah.
Did you think of that, Bobby? They are connected.
Probably not. It doesn't matter. His
just
Abby
didn't
normal is
connect
the
it.
only one that counts.
Don't
Just give it to
that.
him. It's fine.
No,
It's fine. I don't
won't.
have any.
I won't.
I don't care about it that much.
I saw no. Our American Abby normal is the only one that happened. What? Wow.
I don't even know what that means, but sure. I'm just going to
Yeah,
agree.
because
I'm
the
just
guy
gonna smile and nod.
in Ohio, he was in Ohio. Okay.
You don't even know how to put on the Ritz? What? Ritz crackers?
All I can
What does
think
that
about
even
is he's
mean?
talking about that song, Putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz.
I'm wondering if he's picked a winner. No. I didn't. I did not know that. And neither
I didn't,
did Gabby
honestly,
for a minute.
I didn't. I'm telling you, my brain is just extra not functioning today. Well, there's no, welcome to friggin' Monday. All right, Bobby? Someone's going to always be mad at me. So get in line. That's all I got to say about that. You'll probably be mad at me tomorrow, too. So, welcome to the club.
Didn't push stuff off your desk. Your cat did that, and you're just covering for them.
Or maybe Bobby is actually a cat.
He might be.
You never know.
He dances to the Ritz.
I wonder if he wears a bow tie as well while he's doing it. Bobby just revealed himself as a cat.
It'd be hilarious. I saw that. I didn't know that about the dad on Everybody Loves Raymond until I watched their little reunion show, and they were showing him. But I did not know that. Sorry.
You're here to collect what?
I'm not up on my Frankenstein movies. Sorry.
Supposed to guess what?
No one's supposed
No
to
one
guess
is supposed to guess.
that Bobby's a cat.
Oh. Well.
I don't know. I just know you're in deep shit. Well,
No.
Gabby would say, "Welcome to Monday."
The fucking story of my life.
Also,
Not,
any other day that ends in Y, she might feel like that's that she's also in deep shit. So,
What's your hump on the other side?
Wasn't your hump on the other side?
Is that an invitation or what is that question?
Yeah. I don't start with them, Bobby. That's right. Listen to Nidawau. All right, we're almost. Oh, dang it.
Well, no, he's not starting with us. We're just being smart asses to each other, and that's all.
Yeah.
It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
Sorry, I thought I saw somebody doing something weird in the back in the gallery. I didn't.
Oh, I thought you meant in the back of your room. I was like, what?
No, My husband,
But also,
he was in here earlier. Like he sent me a text right when we started, and then he came down here, and then he was walking around in front of my desk. I'm like, what are you? He was measuring stuff. I'm like, what are you doing?
just pulls out a measuring tape. He's like,
He did. I'm like,
that's hilarious. Well, look at this guy in the back, like behind the woman's head. Is he on the phone? Is he like laughing? Like,
surely not. The judge would have surely
he
nailed
looks
him
like
if
he's
he
on the phone,
was
like giggling or something. It's
on
funny.
the phone. Like I saw a judge, who was I watching? Middleton, maybe? I don't remember. Make them spit out their gum today. And I was like, oh, Judge, if I was in there, I'd run up and high five you. I'd get tackled, but I would run up and high five you and say, thank you for making them spit out their gum. Like,
He's stretching out his leg in pain.
that's
Yeah,
all
Haley. I mean, Heidel. Put it on the Ritz. It's stuck in my head now, too.
Massive squirrels are even more impossible to ignore. True.
Well, that's true because you have never met Fat Tony. And boy, he was really hard to ignore because whew, he was big.
Yeah, it may have been Middleton. I don't remember. Oh, I just love it when judges do that. I know I'm in the basement, anything can pop up. But I sent Iris a message and I'm like, because she was cold at like 60 degrees or whatever it was. So I told her I was sent her all the basement dwellers from my basement. And she's like, they'll just hang out on the beach. I was like, that's fine, as long as they're not hanging out in my basement.
You know what's funny, Bobby, is that when I went into Discord and saw your gifs of the young Frankenstein, my husband last month had showed me that exact same clip of Abby Normal because I was describing to him the Abby Normal doll from the trial. And he was like, oh, yeah, Abby Normal. Have you ever heard of Abby Normal? And I was like, no, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. And he showed me the young Frankenstein clip of Abby Normal. And then when I saw your gifts, I was like, oh, yeah, that Abby Normal.
I'll have to look because I don't know who Abby Normal is. Judge Middleton puts up with 0 on Zoom. If you're on Zoom, you are in his courtroom. Just count it that way. Like the guy that showed up without a shirt on the other day. I'm like, dude, this isn't your first day here and you're in bed and you don't have a shirt on. You have a blanket pulled up over you and you're trying to say that you were looking for a shirt. You weren't. You weren't. I don't know who Judge A is. Judge A.
Who's Judge A?
I don't know. But no, it was a person. I don't know. I wasn't watching, I was more listening. I just heard them say, spit out your gum. Oh, Judge as karate. No, I'm not watching anything that's like that.
Yes, Bobby, exactly. The exact same thing happened. And then I had to show him the picture of what I was talking about from the trial. He was like, no, this is what I'm talking about. And then he showed me the clip of Young Frankenstein. So yeah, same exact thing happened. But I completely forgot about the Young Frankenstein Abby Normal, which is hilarious.
Yeah, no, I know who Judge A is now that you've said the name, but I'm not watching the trial that she's doing. Also, I did what's FA21? It was old, but well, maybe it was last week. I don't know. But Judge Simpson had this dumb woman come on, and I think she had been smoking, which would be a no-no in his court. Also, his court clerk said it appeared as though she was having relations while on camera, waiting for her case to be called.
What? What the hell?
And Judge Simpson said, I was in chambers looking at the footage, and yes, that's exactly what it appears as though you were doing. So now you get to come to the courthouse because you keep doing crap like this.
Wow. Judge Simpson just be having some crazy stuff happen on his lives sometimes.
I'm like, what?
The driving guy was funny.
The driving guy's so funny.
He was supposed to be driving because his license was suspended, and he was like in court on Zoom driving
Yes.
his car.
Yes. Yeah. And then
And
that just
Judge
blew
Simpson
up.
let him like go and like park and everything, and then he's like, "Well, this says you're not." That was funny.
I saw that one too. No, wow.
He had a huffer. What's a huffer?
She was huffing was it
Paint? Glue?
like glue or paint? Like, yeah, something.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he made her come into court. And I mean,
Did she
he
bring
did
the
it.
glue?
No. I mean,
That
he
would've been
did it
more interesting.
so that he could
Aerosol.
basically revoke her bond and send her off to get treatment. Because he's like, you're not gonna survive if you don't quit this.
Yeah, I wonder what's on this guy's finger. Maybe he's huffing something off this finger right here.
I don't know. Maybe it's hot sauce because making his eyes water or something. But
You never know.
it was weird. Huffing glue is how you got your big brain.
No comment.
So she sucked at the bar.
Also, no comment.
All right. I really want to get this. It's Coke because it's Florida.
Also no comment.
Yeah. I guess if you do it enough, you can probably see the flavors of glue. I got a huffer when I was about 10. I never got the good bikes.
Like a secondhand bike. It's called a huffer.
All right, a huffy. That's a
Hilarious
huffer.
name. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And you just mark off the last two letters so nobody
The off-brand. That was great.
Oh, that was a good one. Why see the flavors of glue when you can taste it?
Taste the rainbow.
Yes.
Guess.
Ah.
Do you, boo boo? Like this guy's putting this one away for later. Flavor saver.
That's gross. If he takes his hand down and wipes it on his
Yo, if he
jacket.
flicks it, I'm gonna be like, Booger Gate 2.0, bro. Find the booger.
Or maybe it'd be one of those ones that we can't get it off of there.
He just keeps like shaking his hand. He's like, why won't it leave? He flicks it and then it accidentally like hits her in the like right by her lip. And she's like, oh,
Gross. Snipe
That would be
should
the
have gone
best.
to Alaska.
that would be the best because then she would actually have to show real emotion on her face.
Oh my gosh. I bet Queen had a heifer. Snipe had a heifer and Queen had a heifer.
Queen was like, come on, heifer.
Come on, heifer. Let's go find Snipe so he can ride his heifer.
Giddy up, heifer.
All right, I'm ready to play. I'm
All
gonna
right.
get done with this witness.
All right.
Who you first meet, and we're talking about July 31st, correct?
July 31st, 2000. Yes, sir.
All right. And one of the things that you do with this person that you first meet is you need to document him in some way. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that's why I think you spoke with Ms. Parker about the confidential source or confidential informant form. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you've looked at that form and you've read it, but even if you didn't, you're familiar with it, aren't you?
Familiar with it, yes.
Okay. Now, you said that that form really deals with what one calls rules of conduct. Is that right?
That is correct.
And in that contract, it goes through things that the person who's going to work for law enforcement needs to know before they start working for law enforcement. Is that right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And that's important for law enforcement and for the person who's doing the work. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, one of the things that you said that is the Miranda rights are in there.
Yes, sir.
You read them as Miranda rights?
Yes, I read through the form.
All right. And there's a section in there about interception of communications, meaning that he's going to consent for you to be able to record things. Is that right?
That's correct.
And you said that the confidential informant didn't want to be identified. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this guy who you just met, who comes in with this information, are you telling the jury that he was running the show or you were running the show?
Actually, my supervisor was running the show.
Well, you're the one doing the work. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You called Mr. Ramsey, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're listening. Are you telling the jury you're listening to this confidential informant? Hey, I got information about a possible homicide, but I don't want to do this and I don't want to do this. Is that the way that works?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, you've suggested to the jury that this gentleman comes in and says that he's got information about a homicide, yet he wants it on his terms. He doesn't, he wants this confidential informant packet. You're telling us that he wanted it. Is that correct?
That is correct. He didn't want to be identified, and he wanted to be a CI.
And did he use those words to you?
No, sir.
Then how did you explain to him that he could be a CI and somehow be out of it, Officer Brown?
I don't think I explained to him that he would be out of it, but my supervisor, Sergeant Ramsey, directed me to have him complete a CI packet.
Okay, well, I'm assuming the way you say it, your supervisor, the sergeant said, Mr. Brown, please take care of this, right? He wasn't there doing it. You did it, is what you told the jury, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right. So did you explain everything to the CI that was in that document? That's what I'm asking you.
I explained it to him, and I gave it to him to review and to complete.
And you wouldn't let him sign it until he reviewed it and completed it, right?
That's correct.
Did you rush him through it?
Did I rush him through it?
Yes.
No.
Did you tell him you better read this, but you can skip over this page? You better read this, but you can skip over this page?
No, sir.
Okay. Why wouldn't you do that as a police officer?
Tell him to skip over pages?
Yes, sir.
Oh, because that's simply what our rules and policy is. It's for his protection and ours. He needs to read every page, and that's basically the agreement that we have, the CI.
And he was what one might call an undocumented CI. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Meaning someone that you haven't worked with before, someone who doesn't have a history. Is that right?
That's correct.
Did he ever refuse to fill out the form?
No, sir.
Now, did he have any problem signing it after he reviewed it?
No, sir.
And did you ever assure him or promise him at any time that he wouldn't ever be needed in court to testify?
No, sir.
Did you ever tell him he'd never have to give a deposition, take the witness stand, or in some way participate in this case?
No, sir.
Isn't it true, Detective Officer, I don't mean to promote you or demote you. I apologize. Isn't it true, Mr. Brown, that according to that documentation, that packet, it's just the opposite. He's told in that document he may have to come to court, correct?
That is correct.
And he's told he may have to give a statement to a defense lawyer or to a prosecutor. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, at the time that he reviewed that document or signed that document, did you at all have any knowledge that he had just spoken to his attorney or anything like that?
No, sir.
Did you ever deal with an attorney before he signed that document?
No, sir. Representing him, no, sir.
That's what I mean. That's a kind of a broad question. Did you ever deal with an attorney representing him before he signed that document?
No, sir, I didn't.
When the confidential source came in to see you, did he ever bring you in a firearm or anything like that?
No, sir.
If he had done that, you would have put that in evidence or secured it in some way?
Yes, sir.
When the confidential source came in, you said that you talked to him for about 10 minutes. Is that correct? Before you recorded his statement. Is that right?
I'm just estimating about 10 minutes.
Well, could you have talked to him for either 2 or 3 hours before you took his statement?
No, sir.
All right. And if that was the case, if he came in what time did he come in?
At 10:45.
All right. So if he spoke to you guys for 2 or 3 hours before you recorded anything, you would be way into the morning hours before anything got done. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And you're positive it wasn't 2 hours and it wasn't 3 hours?
I'm certain.
Okay. Now, before you recorded him, when he gave his statement, he's sworn under oath. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And he's expected to tell the truth. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You wouldn't be wasting your time on something like this if you didn't think what he was saying had some validity to it. Is that correct?
I would still have to investigate.
You have to do it whether what he was saying was true, whether it was made up or not. When someone reports something like that, as a police officer, you at least have to investigate it. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Do you have any recollection of beginning to speak to him on tape, and there being some sort of joke or laughing where the tape was started all over again?
No, sir.
Okay, there wasn't something jovial that was so funny that you just recorded over it and started again?
No, sir.
So when you put the thing on and recorded it, that was the one and only time you say you did that?
Yes, sir.
And I think when we spoke previously, you had indicated to me that whatever's on that tape that Mr. Shihada shared with you would be the most accurate version of what he has to say, correct?
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, you told me that you could think of nothing that's more accurate than the recording of a conversation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, 3 o'clock that next morning after the first time you spoke to him, didn't you get a phone call on your phone from Mr. Shihada?
Yes, sir.
And you contacted Mr. Shihada as a result of that, didn't you? Or did you talk to him about it the next day?
Well, later that morning, yes.
Okay, so we're into that Friday we're into that 31st when he comes over, and then when that day gets over with, there's another day where you're with Mr. Shihada?
Still with them, yes, sir.
Okay, and you asked him if he called you at 3 a.m?
Yes, sir.
All right, you somehow discovered that was described as a misdial. Is that right?
That's what he related.
You had given him your cell phone number?
I gave it to him initially before he came to the police department.
All right, and the call to you at that 3 o'clock in the morning was a misdial?
That's what was relayed to me.
All right. Now, at some point, Mr. Shihada shared with you that someone had, in fact, threatened him, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you offered yourself to investigate that, didn't you?
Well, actually, he relayed that to Detective Alex Moreno, and Detective Alex Moreno requested that I get the phone records. So I had to speak with them to get information so I can get those phone records.
All right, he had to sign some kind of form, is that correct? In order to get his phone records at that point?
Yes, sir. The easiest way would have been for him to sign a voluntary release.
All right, and this was sign a voluntary release so you could obtain records of the so-called threat that he said he received, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And when you asked him to sign a voluntary release, he said he would think about, he didn't do it, did he?
No, sir, I did.
Some of the other things that you said that you did in this case was that you took a look at bank records, or you were asked to obtain bank records in a variety of different ways. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One of the other things I just wanted to ask you, go back to that contract for a minute. You know, the confidential informant contract.
Yes, sir.
One of the other things that you don't want the confidential informant to do is to have contact with the person who you believe is the suspect without law enforcement being around. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And why is that important?
It's important for their safety.
For whose
so-
safety?
For the safety of the CI. We wouldn't want the confidential informant to be doing things without our knowledge that might jeopardize their safety, but also because the part of the investigation, we need to properly document everything that transpires between the CI and whoever the suspect is.
And you also want to make sure the confidential informant is telling you the truth. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So you don't have any contact with the suspect unless the police are around, unless the police can monitor it. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, let's go back to the bank records for a second. You reviewed, I think you said, Eric Tal's bank account records. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you said that he had written 2 checks for $191,000?
He got a cashier check.
That there were two,
Yes, sir.
I use the term written. There were 2 cashier's checks for $191,000?
Yes, sir.
And those checks, they come out and then back into his account?
That is correct.
And the first check, I think you said, was written March 31st of 2009? Take a look at
The 31st, yes, sir.
All right. And again, not written. The first check was obtained. The date on the
Obtained.
check
Yes.
is March 31st, 2009?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the $30,000 check you talked about from Mike Dippolito, that was to Eric Tal?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that was deposited into Eric Tal's account. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And it wasn't made out to Miss Dippolito, was it?
No, sir.
And it wasn't deposited in Miss Dippolito's account, correct?
That's correct.
All right. There wasn't a deposit of $140,000 into Eric Tal's account on March 31st, was there? Did you ever find
No,
that?
sir. No, sir.
Okay. And there was no deposit of any other large sums around that date other than the $30,000. Is that correct?
Yes, I don't know if you consider 9,000 cash to be a large sum, but
That you located?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Parker asked you about certain phone records that you just testified to, and you said that you obtained phone records. And I think that on August 1st, 2009, at about 5 o'clock in the morning, you had Mohammed call Ms. Dippolito, or you attempted to have him call her. Is that correct?
Sorry?
On August 1st of
Yes, sir.
2009, at about 5 o'clock in the morning, did you have Mohammed call Ms. Dippolito, or
No, no, sir.
you didn't?
No, sir.
Okay. Was that with someone else? Were you present?
I wasn't present. It was
Okay.
me.
Did you ever tell Mohammed, and keeping in mind what you said about the importance of documenting things and making sure that the informant has no contact with the suspect, did you ever tell Mohammed to call Ms. Dippolito on August 1st, 2009 at 12:30 p.m.?
No, sir.
And if he did, would you have recorded that conversation?
Yes, sir, I would have.
Okay. Did you ever tell Mohammed to call Ms. Dippolito on August 1st of 09 at 12:53 p.m.?
No, sir.
And if you would you have recorded that conversation?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever tell Mohammed to call Ms. Dippolito on August 1st, 2009 at 1:07 p.m.?
No, sir.
And if you would have recorded that conversation?
Yes, sir.
And did you ever tell Mohammed to call Ms. Dippolito on August 1st, 2009 at 2:27 p.m.?
No, sir.
Did you record? And if you would you have recorded that conversation?
Yes, sir.
What about on August 1st, 2009 at 3:35? Did you have Mohammed call Ms. Dippolito at that point?
No, sir.
And if you would have, that would have been recorded. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What about August 1st of 09 at 4:10 p.m.?
No,
Did you
sir.
tell Mr. Shihada to call Ms. Dippolito?
No, sir.
And if you would that have been recorded?
Yes, sir.
What about August 1st, 2009 at 4:20 p.m.? Would you have told Mr. Shihada to call Ms. Dippolito?
No, I didn't.
And if you would have, that would have been recorded?
Yes, sir.
Or if law enforcement would have directed these, if it weren't you, they would have been recorded. Is that correct?
I can't speculate on anyone else. I know that
Okay.
I can speak for myself.
All right. Well, what about on August 1st, 2009 at 5:23? Did you ever tell Mr. Shihada to call Ms. Dippolito?
No, sir.
And if he did, you would have recorded that conversation?
Yes, sir.
And what about at 5:27 on August 1st? Did you tell him to call Ms. Dippolito then?
No, sir.
And if you would have, that would have been recorded. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And one more. How about on August 1st at 2009 at 6:49? Would you have told Mr. Shihada to call Ms. Dippolito?
No, sir.
And if you would that conversation have been recorded?
Yes, sir.
So from the phone records that have been introduced into evidence, if all those phone calls were made from Mr. Shihada to Ms. Dippolito, you have no idea what was discussed. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you said that you would like to have all the conversations between your informant and a suspect recorded. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. You don't know if at any time Mr. Shihada, when he made these calls, told Mr. Dippolito that he was leaving the police station or he was leaving the police station, do you?
No, sir.
Do you encourage your informants to tell people outside the investigation that they're wired?
No, sir.
Would you want them to tell someone that they were wired?
No, sir.
Why not?
It could jeopardize the investigation.
So if I was an informant for you and I was wired, and a friend of mine called me up and I said, hey, let me talk to you in a few minutes, I'm wired. That's not something you'd want me to do if I was your informant, would you?
Objection, improper and absent answer.
Sustained.
I just have a minute, Judge. And you have no idea what other people Mohammed may have told he was wired, do you? Outside of the police.
Objection, false perspective.
So I said you have no idea.
Over.
You have no idea, do you?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Very brief, Judge. Mr. Brown, you were asked, or I'm sorry, Detective Brown, you were asked about a lot of phone calls on August 1st of 2009. On that day, was this investigation still yours? Were you the lead detective?
No, ma'am, I wasn't.
So you wouldn't know what happened on that investigation after you gave over the case?
No.
Okay. Why did you write 2 reports in this case?
The second report was a much more detailed report. The first one is just something, it's a report that I wrote on the night of the morning that the CI came in. And the second one was a report that I wrote that was much more detailed and outlined completely the investigation from my aspect of things.
Give me the difference in pages, the first report versus the second report.
I think the first report was, I think it was a page. The last report that I wrote, I believe it was 17 pages.
Okay. Now, in your experience, would you say 17 years as a law enforcement officer?
With one for about 15 and
Okay.
a couple with another agency. So yeah, about 17.
In your 17 years experience as a law enforcement officer, do people ever come into the police department and report a crime and wish to remain anonymous?
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am.
And as a law enforcement officer, do you try to respect those people's wishes and keep them anonymous in your investigations if you can?
If again, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Yes.
The operative word there is if you can, is that right?
Yes, sir.
But not if you're going to use them to contact the suspect, is that correct?
Objection, Your Honor, beyond the scope and vague.
Overruled beyond the scope, sustained as today.
I think you said that you never told Mr. Shihada you could keep him secret, did you?
I'm sorry, did I know?
You never told Mr. Shihada you would keep him secret or keep him out of
No,
this?
sir. No, sir.
Thank you.
No further questions.
Thank you very much. Your excuse.
Thank you, sir.
Well, most of that felt pointless. He did look 17 years. I was surprised to hear that. He looked younger. I'm sure she said that at the beginning and I missed it. Give me a minute to go to the next one. I don't know. We may not do all of this one. May do half and then save the other half for tomorrow. We shall see how it goes. Also, I showed Gabby this. I made myself look like Dalia. She said I look like Dalia. But I wanted to give myself the big lips like Dalia has. Not for the same purposes. But here it is. There you go. Again, not for the same purposes. Just to be funny. That's all. All right, so now we got
Well, it is funny.
Ronnie thought it was funny, and whoever thought it was funny.
Haley.
Whoa, her picture. That was hilarious. I was like, what is her picture?
I was waiting for someone to notice.
Looked like he got stung by a bee in the lips.
Yeah. So doesn't Dalia.
I don't know what grapefruiting means, and I don't think I want to.
No, you know what it means, but you never watched it. It was from way back in the day.
Okay. I think I'm good. Not
Yeah,
knowing.
you're good. Yeah, you don't want to know, AJ.
Because Ash put grapefruit and pickle juice
Yep.
together, and pickle juice is disgusting. So I'm good.
Same.
All right. Now we got John
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Bonafair.
Oh, John Boner.
Fair.
Snipe knows all about boners. He told us his first boner story in Shinny's live the other night. It was pretty
Good
good.
for you, Snipe.
Yeah. Unwillingly, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Queen was like, Snipe, you want to tell us your first boner story? And Snipe was like, what? Huh? What? It was pretty good. It was good.
Well, so I'll have to go listen to that. Well, need to be educated. It better not involve pickle juice.
No, it doesn't.
At some point, there might be pickle juice involved. No.
Bonafair, maybe.
Oh, that's the clip that Shinny did. Okay, I watched part of that. I know
Yeah,
it's only.
that was. Yeah.
It's like it's really it's a short clip, but I
Yes.
was not able to watch the whole thing at once, and I forgot to go back.
Yeah, that was the clip. It was funny.
Ew, Ash.
Just like
no.
Bobby and Snipe's reaction to
Yeah, they
Queen
were-
asking them. Ugh.
Well, I saw Bobby comment. We weren't paying attention. I was like,
Yeah.
clearly. All right, here comes Sergeant John something.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yes. You're okay, Ash. It's fine. Just don't send me any pickle juice.
Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Once you get settled in and get comfortable and get that microphone adjusted, please tell us your name.
Sergeant John Bonafair, Boynton Beach Police Department.
And Bonafair spelled.
Bonafair.
Thank you very much. Ms. Burkhardt.
Good morning, Sergeant Bonafair. How long have you been with the Boynton Beach Police Department?
Just over 12 years.
And were you a law enforcement officer anywhere before that?
City of Pahokee for 1 year.
Okay, and what is your current position with the Boynton Beach Police Department?
I'm a sergeant that supervises a investigative unit, handles drugs, gangs, and then other investigations.
Okay, and how long have you been a sergeant?
Just over 5 years.
Now, are you a sergeant of any kind of specialty unit?
Yes, we would be considered a specialty unit.
And what is the name of that unit?
It's CAT team, Community Action Team.
Okay. And if you can just explain to the jury, what specifically does the Community Action Team do?
Initially, we started out as a community policing team, and then we morphed into a sort of a vice unit. We have the ability to be in uniform or out of uniform, and we do investigations that a typical detective bureau wouldn't be able to do. That would include a lot of surveillance or undercover work or use of informants.
Okay, and you mentioned surveillance. As part of your being a sergeant in this unit, do you do a lot of audio and video surveillance?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now, who first contacted you in regards to this case?
I believe it was Detective Moreno.
And were you briefed on what was taking place?
Yes, I went to the station and he and Sergeant Sheridan briefed me.
Okay, what was requested of you?
They had asked for an undercover officer and I believe some electronic equipment to do monitoring and recording of conversations.
Okay, now let me just back up for a second. You mentioned as part of the CAT team, you do undercover work. Would you be the person in the Boynton Beach Police Department to find an undercover officer if that person's needed?
More than likely, yes.
Okay, and who did you eventually decide to offer as a potential undercover officer in this case?
Officer Woody John.
And why did you pick him?
We had used him a couple times on undercover stuff and we felt that he fit the part.
Was there anything specific as to why you felt he would fit the part?
Well, most of my unit still was doing a lot of work in uniform, so they had like military style haircuts, and he was able to braid his hair, and he was pretty good at playing drug dealers, things like that.
Okay. Now, were you present for the meeting between the defendant and the confidential informant Mohammed Shihada at the mobile gas station?
Yes, I was.
And where exactly were you positioned?
I stayed in my vehicle and I moved around in case the meeting went mobile and left the gas station.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to place a photo up here just to demonstrate, or just as demonstrative aid for the jury. You're going to make the witness step down for a moment?
Sure.
Sergeant Bonafair, if you can point out, there was a stick. Okay, Sergeant Bonafair, if you can point out for the jury, what does this picture depict?
This is 850 West Gateway. It's mobile on the run.
Okay, and where in this photo is that mobile gas station?
That would be right here.
Okay, and what is the longer part in the middle?
That would be the fuel pumps.
Okay, and which road specifically is Gateway?
This is Gateway right here.
And which road is High Ridge Road?
This is High Ridge.
Okay, now where, I know you said that you were mobile, but where basically had you positioned yourself?
I believe initially I was right here. There's a turnaround a little further off the picture, and I would constantly circle and come back around and basically do a racetrack type of movement throughout the meeting.
Okay. Now, were you able to see everything that was taking place?
Not really. I could see where the informant was located at, but I had officers closer to the actual meeting, so I wasn't really concerned as much with keeping eyes on it.
Okay, now, were you able to hear what was taking place?
I had a small handheld receiver. I was really primarily using it to see if something went wrong or the informant was in trouble or something like that. But because it is small and handheld, I didn't really, it was kind of garbled and not real clear.
Okay, while you're standing up, I'm just going to jump ahead for a second. I'm going to show you another picture. Do you recognize the CVS in that photograph?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and if you can just let the jury know what road is that we see in front of, I guess, the bottom of this picture.
This would be North Congress Avenue.
Okay, and was this a location that you eventually went to with the undercover officer, Gene?
Yes.
And again, were you mobile at that location?
I was in my Trailblazer.
Okay, and where were you positioned?
I was actually positioned off the map. I believe the meeting area was right in this area. And I was further northwest in the back of the parking lot.
Okay, thank you. You can have a seat. Okay, now, were you asked to place a wire on Mohammed Shihada when he met with the defendant at Chili's?
I wasn't asked personally to do it, but we were all in agreement that we were going to place some sort of wire on him.
Okay, are you aware of whether a wire eventually was not placed on him?
At that time, I think Officer Reinhold was working with Sergeant Sheridan in the group. We were working on several other cases, and all I remember on that is that that meeting was not recorded or monitored.
Okay, now in this case, both with the meeting with the defendant at the mobile gas station and the meeting at Chili's and CVS, did you personally place any of the surveillance equipment inside any of the vehicles?
I don't believe I did.
Okay, and would Officer Reinhold have been the one to do all that?
Yes, he would have.
Okay. And just in your general knowledge, since you're the sergeant of the CAT team, do you all typically notify a confidential informant when any kind of video surveillance is placed in their vehicle?
Yes, typically we would.
Video specifically?
Well, I think the circumstances would dictate, and it would depend on what we were using the informant for.
Okay. Okay, now, and at both locations, you said that you were mobile. Did you have a Unitel device to be able to listen at both locations? You mentioned earlier the mobile, but did you have it at both locations?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And how far away can you get and still be able to hear what's taking place?
A lot of it depends on line of sight. I would say probably a couple 100 yards.
Okay, and at both locations, were you thoroughly able to hear all the conversations that took place?
I was probably able to hear more what happened at CVS than I was at the mobile gas station.
Okay, now would it be fair to say also that a lot of your main purpose was security at these locations?
Yes.
Okay. I have no other questions.
Just briefly. Sure.
I think you just answered Mrs. Burkhart, Lori's question about, you said typically you would let an informant know about a video. That's what you said.
Yes, that's correct, sir.
And why is that? Why would you typically let an informant know that they were going to be on video?
Well, if he was buying drugs, we might ask him not to position himself within the field of the video. We might tell them to do it, make sure they were on their best behavior because they were being videoed. Typically, the informants that we use to purchase drugs are sometimes recovering addicts themselves. And we like to make sure that, they're on the up and up.
They're not using?
That is correct.
They're not using what they're buying?
That's correct.
Okay. So it's important to let the person who's working as an informant know, hey, you're going to be on camera. You got to watch what you're doing here. You need to do this, this, or this, or you better not do this. It's kind of instructions for purposes of your investigation, correct?
I would say that's correct.
All right. Just a couple other quick things. This meeting between Mohammed Shihada, the confidential informant, and Mr. Dippolito at Chili's, that was the one that wasn't either audio recorded or video recorded. Is that correct?
As far as
From what you know.
From what I know, yes.
All right. You and just so that the jury understands, you don't actually have that from firsthand knowledge. That's what you were told. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And as far as you know, there wasn't even an undercover officer somewhere inside Chili's. Is that correct?
Yes, that was correct.
All right. And you are the one who would possibly, as you said, with is it Mr. Jean or Mr. Jean? How do you say his last name?
Jean.
Okay. You would be the one that people would come to get somebody, just like they came to you to get Mr. Jean. Is that right?
More than likely, the other officers at that point in time were working with the detective bureau on that. So they would go directly to them.
But nobody came to you and said, hey, I want to put an undercover guy in Chili's because they're going to go in there. I want to put one of your guys in there to sit at the bar or sit somewhere.
No.
All right. And obviously, when it's not recorded or it's not videotaped, there's no way to know what was discussed. That would just be common sense. Is that right?
Yes.
And you said that the guy who was working with Sheridan on the wiring and stuff and could probably better address the Chili's situation and what happened there would be Reinhold?
That is correct.
All right. Is that like Reinhold?
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank you very much. I have no other questions.
Any redirect?
No, you're on.
Thank you very much. Sergeant Bonafair, thank you for your time today. You're excused.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, officer.
Morning, Your Honor.
Please tell us your name.
Officer Carlos Reinhold, R-E-I-N-H-O-L-D.
R-E-I.
N-H-O-L-D.
You good? Thank you so very much.
Good morning, Officer Reinhold. How long have you been with the Point Beach Police Department?
8.5 years.
And did you work anywhere else as a law enforcement officer before that?
No, ma'am.
What did you do prior to working for the Point Beach Police Department?
I worked in computer graphics.
And what is your current assignment with the Boynton Beach Police Department?
I'm assigned to the CAT unit, which is the narcotics unit.
And how long have you been in that unit specifically?
About 5 years.
Now, how did you become involved in this case?
My Sergeant Bonafair called me.
Okay. And what were you requested to do?
Install audio recording, video recording equipment, and remote monitors.
Okay. And what experience do you have in setting up both audio and video surveillance?
I've done it many times for our narcotics deals. It's something we frequently do for undercover and confidential informant buys.
Okay. You say approximately. How many times would you estimate that you've set up the surveillance equipment?
I couldn't give you an exact number, but I would say 100, 200.
Okay. Okay, now before we get into exactly what you did, if you can explain to the jury the difference between audio and video surveillance. We'll start with audio equipment. What audio surveillance equipment do you all use to record?
We have audio recorders that just record audio. They're small devices you can just put in your pocket. You're probably familiar with them, just like voice recorders, stuff like that. We also have Unitels, which transmit audio over a microwave signal so that we can listen to undercover officers, informants remotely.
Okay, and so I guess this would be the difference between remote and local recording. Would that be fair to say? Okay. And what specifically would the small devices be your remote or your local and your Unitel be your remote?
Correct.
Okay. And would they record all audio?
Yes.
And when they record, where does this data get recorded to?
The Unitel doesn't record.
Okay.
The local device is a backup in case the video fails. It just records right onto that device, a internal hard drive.
Okay, so if the Unitel doesn't record, what is its specific purpose?
It is allow us to monitor in case a undercover officer or an informant gives like an emergency signal. Hey, put down the gun, something like that. It's a safety thing so that we can move in if something goes bad.
Okay, now when this data is recorded, what do you do with it after it's captured?
Take it back to the police department. I check the files, make sure that they file integrity, file completeness, stuff like that, make sure it recorded right. And I put it on a CD or some hard drive, something like that. If it's my case, I put it in evidence. In this particular case, I gave it to one of the detectives for them.
Okay, and when you go back to the police department, do you always listen to it just to make sure everything was preserved and kept properly?
Yeah, I run through it.
Okay, now, you mentioned that that's all with audio. With video, what type of devices are used with video?
We have small cameras that have a recording device built into them that works very much the same way. It's a local recording onto a SD card. This is a small internal hard drive kind of thing. We don't have any sort of video transmitters that are small enough to use in many situations.
Okay, with the audio and video devices, how far away can you, as the officer, be from the undercover officer or the informant and still be able to see or hear what's going on?
It really depends on line of sight. It can depend on if it's raining. It can depend on what kind of antenna we have on the devices and stuff like that. As a general rule, you get a couple 100 feet maximum.
Okay. Now, specifically in this case, did you set up any audio or video surveillance with the confidential informant Mohammed Shihada when he met with the defendant at the mobile gas station?
Yes, ma'am.
And what surveillance equipment did you use?
We used a audio recorder, the Unitel, and a video camera.
And were you adequate or able to properly record what took place?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, did you personally install that video in the confidential informant's car?
Yes, I did.
And where in the car was it installed?
In the back seat area.
Okay. Now, did you ever tell him about the video being placed in his car?
I don't recall if we specifically told him it was there or what it was. I know that he was aware that we were putting monitoring equipment in there. I don't think he knew what we were doing though.
Okay. And why generally would you or would you not inform a informant or confidential informant that there's video in their car?
We don't like to get too specific because we try and keep, I don't know, our trade secrets, I guess you could say, from getting out too much.
Okay. Now, was Mohammed Shihada equipped with a wire on his person during this meeting?
No, he was not.
Why not?
We had initially intended to put a recording device or a transmitter on him. When we went to do that, he requested that we not do that.
Why specifically did he request not to?
He said that when the defendant would get in the vehicle with him, oftentimes she would immediately begin oral sex, and he didn't want her to find the wire.
Okay. Now, were you present at the mobile gas station for their meeting?
Yes.
And were you able to hear what was going on?
She's like, I'm trying to look so innocent. I would never do that. I did it every time. Bobby, I told YouTube to suck it because it took 3 times to get that message through. And I had to alter it so much that, see, you couldn't follow it. So you said, who's going to win, egg versus egg? And I was like, if this guy still has breath in his lungs, he wins. But YouTube was like, no. Yes, he did give a glance at that. That was funny. I think all her lawyers were like, is that true? She said, maybe. Does I have to pay your bill if it is? At least he's more lively than that last witness. Good grief.
Yes.
And how was it that you were able to hear? What equipment did you have?
I had one of the Unitel receivers so that I could listen to the transmitter.
Okay, and were you also in an unmarked vehicle?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to show you a picture of this mobile gas station. Your Honor, may the witness step down for a moment?
Yes.
It is an anchor. I just noticed it.
Yes. Officer Reinhold, if you can point out to the jury
Noted.
where you were at that location, at the mobile gas station.
Can the picture be moved this way at all? No. All right. Right on the other side of this, there's a retaining wall that drops down 15, 20 feet. So that this is actually, the parking lot here is like 20 feet higher than the plaza just to the west of it. I was on the other side of that wall, like right in this area.
Okay, and to your knowledge, where was Mr. Shihada's vehicle?
I believe they were somewhere right around the dumpster here. I didn't have a visual of it.
Trying to see if I have another picture. No, okay. And with the use of your Unitel, were you still able to hear everything despite being behind that retaining wall?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, you can have a seat. Now, after this meeting was concluded, what did you do at that point in time?
We followed the informant back to the police department where we recovered the recording equipment.
Okay, and did you maintain visual on him the entire time back to the police department?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and when you got back, were you able to successfully retrieve all of the data?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you, again, check it to make sure everything was intact and complete?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what did you do with it at that point in time?
Put it on I believe an SD card and provided it to the detectives.
Okay, now, after that date, were you asked to set up surveillance at some other point in time in this case?
Yes.
And where was that?
The second time was for a undercover officer introduction, which was taking place at the CVS at Gateway and Congress.
Okay, were you first asked to do any surveillance set up at the Chili's?
Not initially. I was called over there after I was already at CVS.
Okay, let's just jump ahead then. We'll go to the Chili's. Did you at some point end up at the Chili's on August 3rd?
Yes.
Okay, and where were you located at the Chili's?
In the parking lot north of the actual Chili's restaurant.
Okay, and to your knowledge, had you equipped Mohammed Shihada with any kind of wire at the Chili's?
No, ma'am.
And do you know why that was?
No, I was working with the undercover officer before that. I did not deal with the informant.
Okay, now during the time that you personally were at Chili's, what did you see happen?
I believe I took some photographs that were was watching the informant sit out in front of Chili's until the defendant arrived.
Work up here was to shorten kind of questioning and answering. So we saved a little bit of time. And as a result of our sidebar conversations up here, states exhibits number
Weird, because I never even heard an objection, let alone come off of a sidebar.
States exhibits number 73 M, L, K, J, I, H, and G are all in evidence. Without objection. States exhibit number 73F is in evidence over an objection. And let me share with you what that is and give you a cautionary instruction. The witnesses will describe to you later that that's Mr. Shihada, and they're going into this restaurant, and you'll see, looks like three black gentlemen heading into the restaurant. Everybody agrees those three men have nothing to do with this case. So don't look at them and draw some sort of conclusion. They're unrelated to this. They just happen to be in the photograph.
Okay, Officer Reinhold, I'm going to show you what's been marked
Judge wants some Chips Ahoy cookies.
as
That was a
States
good one,
Exhibit
Reinhold.
73A through E. If you, without showing the jury, if you could just flip through these, and do you recognize those photographs?
Yes, ma'am.
And are those all surveillance photographs that you took at Chili's?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Now I'm going to hand you what's been marked as 73F.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you take that photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is that a photograph of?
The informant?
Okay, and is it the same or substantially the same condition as when you took the photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any changes, alterations, deletions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and what did you say that photograph depicts?
The informant sitting on the bench out in front of Chili's?
Okay, and now I'm going to hand you what's been marked 73G, H, I, J, K, L, and M. So 73G through M. If you can also look at those. Are those photographs you also took?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do they depict?
The defendant arriving at Chili's?
Okay, and I understand they're not the exact photos you took, but are they in the same or substantially the same condition as when you took them?
Yes, ma'am.
Any alterations, changes, or deletions?
Not that I see, no.
Thank you. Here at this time, the state would offer into evidence dates 73F and G through M.
Subject to our conference.
Yeah, I think I've already
Okay,
done that.
I'm sorry.
I don't think so, Ash. I don't think they serve chili.
Publish the evidence this time.
Yes.
Counselor Reinhold, I'm going to show you what's been marked or entered as 73F. Is that Mr. Shihada at Chili's?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where were you sitting in relation to this photograph?
In the parking lot north of where he's sitting.
All right, were you still in a vehicle when you
Yes.
took these photographs?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm going to show you 73G. What does this show?
That is the defendant's vehicle as she's pulling up.
Okay, and was this in the Chili's parking lot or somewhere else?
Yeah, it's in the Chili's parking lot. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and did you reposition yourself or did you take this from the same spot you previously?
Same spot.
And 73H?
That's the defendant getting out of her vehicle.
Okay. I'll just go through these. 73I,
Same.
73J.
Same.
And is this obviously she's walking away, would be fair to say?
Right, and she's getting out of her vehicle and walking up to the front of the store to meet the informant.
73K,
Same.
73L,
Same.
and 73M, is she already up and into Chili's at this point in time?
I would have to look at the time. I don't know if that's before she got out of the car or after that she was in Chili's, but
Okay.
yeah, it's one of the two.
Thank you. Okay, now at some point in time, did you relocate to the CVS?
Yes, ma'am.
And why did you relocate to that position?
The undercover officer was at that location where the defendant was going to meet him.
Okay, and were you involved with placing the video in the undercover agent's car?
Yes, ma'am.
And what kind of equipment did you install in the vehicle?
The same equipment that we discussed earlier. He had audio recorders, a video recording unit, and the Unitel.
Okay, and I guess I'm gonna ask you one question, just back up for a second. When you install a video or audio and you have Unitels, is there the ability for multiple officers to have Unitels to hear from different locations surrounding?
Yes, that's correct. You can have multiple receivers so that the bosses and the security team can all listen at
Okay,
the same time.
and this audio and video that you installed in the undercover's car, did it record in the same manner as you previously informed the jury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, in the video that they will see at some point in time, is the date and time off?
Yes, ma'am.
Why does that happen?
When every deal or every time we use this equipment, we take the batteries out and put fresh batteries in them and immediately send them to go do the drug deal that we normally use this equipment for, or in this case, meet with the informant, that kind of thing. Whenever the battery's taken out and a new one's put in the unit, it completely wipes out the clock and resets it to like 000. So that's usually what you're going to see on the videos is a very low and incorrect date and time.
Okay. Now, when the meeting with the undercover officer was done, did you follow him back to the police department?
Yes.
Okay, and again, did you maintain visual with him the entire time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, when you got back to the police department, what did you do?
Recovered the audio and video.
And again, did you listen to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Went over the files.
And did you record it and store everything?
Yeah.
All right. And when you got done recording it, what did you do with that recording?
Put it on a CD or SD card and provided it to the detectives.
Okay. Now, when you were present at the CVS, did you also take photographs?
Yes, ma'am.
Gentlemen, the parties, we again took a little shortcut here. State's exhibit number 34A through DDD are all in evidence without objection. You won't have to look at them all. But you may.
Yeah.
They're in evidence. I think the prosecutor is going to show a couple of them to illustrate the testimony, but they'll all be available when you deliberate. And the lawyers reassure me that we're on track to be done by Friday.
Thank you, Aaron.
We are not on that track.
Officer Reinhold, were there quite a few photographs that you took of the defendant as she arrived at the CVS?
That's correct.
And throughout this progression, did you take a rapid fire series of photographs of her exiting her vehicle and entering the
Yes, ma'am.
undercover's vehicle? Okay, just a couple. Would that be a photo of her walking over to the undercover's car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and just so the jury's clear, this red, I believe it's a Chrysler.
Chrysler Sebring, yes, ma'am.
Okay, was that the car that the undercover was located in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and would this be a photograph of her entering that vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And would this be a photograph depicting her having a conversation, obviously, with the undercover?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Were you also present for the notification of the defendant back at her home on August 5th?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Okay, and did you take video of that?
No.
Okay. Did you take a video from across the street?
I set up video that was on, I installed another camera. I wasn't holding a video camera as some of the people were at that scene.
Okay, and was that video placed on Sergeant Ramsey?
Yes, ma'am.
Was he also equipped with an audio wire?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no other questions.
You said that you placed video on Sergeant Ramsey?
Yes.
Okay, are you talking about what has now become known as the fake crime scene?
Yeah,
All right, you know what I'm talking about?
I believe so.
All right, you weren't present for that, is that correct?
No, I was there.
You were. And when did you place the video on Sergeant Ramsey?
When I arrived and he got there to the scene.
All right, and during that same time, the television show Cops was also recording the fake crime scene, correct?
I believe they were there, yes.
Okay, you know they were there, don't you?
I know they were in town. They were there. I think they were there.
Okay, so yes, the television show Cops recorded the fake crime scene.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Let me ask you, did you put equipment on Sergeant Sheridan or Alex Moreno or anyone else when there was a purported visit to Mike Dippolito before the fake crime scene?
No, sir, I did not.
You were never asked to put equipment on anybody?
No, I wasn't.
All right. Are you familiar with that?
Am I familiar with?
Are you familiar that occurred, that there was a visit to Mike Dippolito's before we get to the fake crime scene?
As part of the fake crime scene, yes, sir.
Okay, so you are aware of that. Are you aware that the television show Cops was at Mike Dippolito's house?
That's where the fake crime scene was, yes, sir.
Okay, but you're aware that the television show Cops went with the officers when they advised Mike Dippolito?
I was not aware of that, no.
Okay, I'm the first one telling you that in a year and 3/4?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What time did you install the equipment on August the 3rd of 2009?
I don't know, sir.
All right, would there be any record of what time you installed the equipment?
Yeah, it should be in one of the reports, yes, sir.
Because
Ash, glad you asked because it's.
Go ahead.
I had to do it. No, I had to do it because I knew you were going to be like, glad you asked.
Glad you asked.
You know,
because they
It's cops.
were cops. They were filming in the area, and they did take video of the fake crime scene, and they were there. We're going to see some of it. I don't know how much of it.
Public service announcement.
More like scare the crap out of me announcement.
I knew that was going to happen too. I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should
It's okay.
talk
Wake me up.
in a lower octave.
Wakes me up. But yeah, we will see very shaky, like, I don't know whose camera
Handheld.
it is. it's not great video of it on Wednesday. I don't know if we get to see like the rest of it.
Oh, we don't get to see it tonight?
No. No, we got to get through Sergeant Frank Ramsey tomorrow, and then
Can we skip? Can we skip ahead to Wednesday so I can see it tonight?
You're not going to be here on Wednesday.
No, I am, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just got excited for a second.
I hope we get to see a better version of it than what we're going to see on Wednesday.
Okay. Again, I want to look it up to see if I can see the whole episode.
Not tonight. AJ has a headache.
Love you, Frank. You always have like the perfect thing to say. Oh my God, how did you know, Frank? How did you know?
That was good, Frank. That was good.
That was good. That was perfect.
All right, we're going to finish this up. I didn't think we were going to. We're going to get through it.
I mean, hopefully they hurry up so his jaw doesn't drop from his face from that anchor so heavy. Get it up.
Never mind.
Oh man.
I was going to say, I was going to make a joke that unlike her, he can keep his mouth closed.
Wow.
Oops. Not
Sorry you have a headache.
Yeah.
Should have popped a few Advil before.
Yeah, well, it's when you offer them and then I say, I don't have a headache. And then you're like, good, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, you don't? Oh, well.
Perfect.
Let's do it. The cops episode, I mean, not sex.
I'm I know what you mean.
All right. I'm a mute.
Okey-doke.
Did you do a report?
No, sir, I did not.
All right, so whose report would it be in as to the time that you installed the equipment?
Possibly, I mean, I could speculate, but I don't. One of the detectives, whichever one was the lead detective.
So you have no knowledge as to what calls may or may not have been recorded between the confidential informant and Ms. Dippolito, do you?
No, sir.
Now, is Sergeant Bonafair your supervisor?
That's correct.
All right, and you work for him?
That's correct.
He's the guy you answer to?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you've done and worked with undercovers and informants for some time as a member of this CAT team, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're familiar, as you've explained to the jury, with how this process works, is that right?
Correct.
Is it fair to say that you would, on the CAT team and working for Sergeant Bonafair, is it fair to say that you would typically let an informant know that they were on video?
It depends. It's a situation to situation kind of event.
Okay, so you couldn't say that you would typically let an informant know if they were on video. Is that what you're telling the jury?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. Wouldn't you typically let an informant know that they were on video?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I mean, it depends.
Now, you said that you set up the cameras both on the confidential informant and on the undercover vehicle. Is that correct?
No, we didn't set up cameras on the confidential informant.
Okay, I think I said the word vehicle and I apologize. Let's start again. You set up the cameras in the confidential informant's vehicle. Is that right?
That's correct.
And you set up the cameras on the undercover officer. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you also set up wires so that there could be audio recording of the confidential informant and Ms. Dippolito. Is that correct?
Correct.
And in the confidential informant's vehicle, there was a camera and what you described as a Unitel device, correct?
Correct.
And you did that on how many occasions?
In the confidential informant's vehicle or in the undercover officer's vehicle?
In the confidential informant's vehicle.
Just once.
Just one time. And then you did it again in the undercover officer's vehicle. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And did you do it one other time at all anywhere in this case? Was that on Mr. Ramsey?
Not the Unitel, but the camera on Sergeant Ramsey, yes.
So when you say you did stuff 3 times in this case, those are the 3 separate things that you did. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you have any interaction with the television show Cops, or were they doing this on their own?
I have had interaction with cops, but not for this case. I had no involvement
Okay.
for this
Were you
case.
aware that besides you having a microphone on Sergeant Ramsey from you, that he also had a microphone on it from the TV show Cops?
I was not specifically aware of that.
All right. Do you know, well, did you ever have to hand over any of the videos that were recorded of the fake crime scene to the TV show Cops?
No, sir.
All right. That would be out of your area. Is that correct?
That's
Someone
correct.
else would do that. Is that right? Okay. So I guess what I'm asking is if you mic'd up Sergeant Ramsey, you don't know if a video of that went to Cops or if Cops put their own microphone on Sergeant Ramsey.
Objection, asked and answered.
Overruled.
I'm not aware of that specifically.
Okay. Now, you said that you were one of the surveillance units for the undercover meet. Is that correct?
That's
With
correct.
Woody Jean?
Yes, sir.
And you were also one of the surveillance units for the meeting in the confidential informant's vehicle?
Yes.
All right. And you said that at one point your concern was that you wanted to make sure the equipment was working as opposed to you paying attention to word for word what was being said. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you talked about the fact that you were doing surveillance outside of Chili's. Is that right?
Correct.
And whether or not he was wired up outside Chili's, are you aware of specifically whether he was or he wasn't, or do you know for a fact that he wasn't?
I only know based on what the questions I've been asking, what's come up in my preparation for this trial.
All right. With respect to your speaking with the prosecutor, you mean?
Correct.
Okay.
And
So-
yourself.
I'm sorry?
And yourself during the deposition.
Well, I didn't prepare you for trial. I took your deposition, right?
Right,
You're
correct.
testifying as a prosecution witness, right?
Correct.
All right. We haven't met previously for us to talk about your testimony today, right?
Correct.
All right. You learned at the deposition that both the state and I took that there was no audio or video surveillance of the confidential informant and Ms. Dippolito inside the Chili's, correct? That's what you mean?
Correct.
All right. When I asked you if you knew why there was no audio or video surveillance inside of Chili's, that's when you said you didn't know. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as that goes, that would be the person in charge of this investigation who was making those decisions. Is that right?
It would be one of the detective sergeants, yes.
So it might be, if it wasn't Frank Ramsey, it would have to be Paul Sheridan.
Correct.
And just in your agency, Alex Moreno, who is the detective that was assigned to this case, he answers to Paul Sheridan. Is that correct? That's his boss?
I'm not sure which sergeant is his boss back there. There's several detective sergeants.
So he answers to one of the sergeants, no matter who it is.
Correct.
Okay. Now, the other thing that you shared with us, and I want to ask you about this. Did you ever at any time put a wire on the confidential informant, on his person?
I don't remember specifically. I know we didn't put a Unitel on him.
Okay.
We may,
I'm talking about a device, whether it's a Unitel or a Smith or a Jones or anything else. Did you put a device on the informant that could record?
I don't remember specifically.
All right. You yourself didn't do that?
Not that I remember.
And you'd have no report or anything to demonstrate your recollection as to whether you did it or not. Is that correct? Now, if the informant himself, just hypothetically, the informant himself was of the belief that there was a wire on him, if you don't remember putting it on him, then somebody else had to put it on him, correct? How's that improper question?
Overruled.
Let me repeat the question. No, I can't. Can I ask that to be read back? Or
You can repeat it.
let me figure it out. If you don't remember putting a wire, a Unitel, whatever you call it, on the person of the confidential informant, but the confidential informant seems to have a recollection that he did have a wire, whatever you call it, on him, it wouldn't have been you then. It would have to be somebody else, correct?
Unless I don't remember, but yeah.
Okay. You think this is a significant case?
Yes.
You think it's something you'd remember?
As sad as it sounds, I do a lot of these and they all kind of blend together a little bit.
They all blend together. Okay. So you're telling the jury that you simply don't remember. Is that fair?
Not the specifics, no.
Okay. Now, but you said you only wired the confidential informant once, or mic'd them up or had it worked out, correct?
I believe I said I did the the confidential informant's vehicle once.
All right. And I think you started to tell the jury something that the state asked you, and I want to just make sure I understood this. The first time that they met, that you're referring to the mobile station, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And you said that the confidential informant didn't want to have a body wire on him or whatever you call the equipment?
Correct.
All right. And the confidential informant suggested to you that he didn't want a body wire on him, and forgive me, because according to what you say, she would just get in the car and give him a blowjob?
That's correct.
All right. This is what the confidential informant is telling you?
Yes.
All right. When he said that, did he say it with humor? Do you recall?
I believe he was very nervous at the time.
Okay. He was nervous about having oral sex or nervous about having the wire on him?
Nervous about being involved with the police in a tense situation.
Okay. So because he said to you that whenever she'd get in the car, she'd perform oral sex on him, you're telling this jury that that's why he didn't want the wire on him directly?
That's what he said, and I believed him.
Can I have a second, Jeff?
Yes.
I got to ask you this question. You got an informant that's working with the police, right?
Yes, sir.
You said this is a serious case, right?
Correct.
Okay. How is it that the informant gets to call the shots as to whether he wears a wire or not?
Would you like me to explain?
Sure.
If the situation did play out where the defendant got in the car and began becoming intimate with him and discovered the wire, that would have killed the case right there, because obviously she would have known that he was working with the police from the get-go. So in interest of a prosecutable case, you want to, forgive me, I'm trying to think on how to word it.
I'm sure you're trying to think of the answer. Go right ahead.
It's very bad if the suspect discovers the wire, so we want to do whatever we can to avoid that kind of a situation.
So because an informant tells you he gets a blowjob whenever she walks in the car, you let him call the shots?
Objection, ask the answer.
Now, when the vehicle leaves Chili's to go to the CVS, they go in Miss Dippolito's vehicle, don't they?
Yes.
And the confidential informant is in Miss Dippolito's vehicle with her. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And with all the photographs that you took, do you have any pictures of Miss Dippolito and the confidential informant getting out of her vehicle?
I do have some photographs of the confidential informant walking up to the UC vehicle from her vehicle. I don't think it shows them actually at the vehicle together, if that's what you're asking.
Well, that's my question, and I appreciate your answer, but let me ask the question again. Do you have a picture of the confidential informant and Miss Dippolito together at Miss Dippolito's vehicle?
I would have to review the photos specifically. I don't recall one, but
You don't recall one. Okay. You weren't shown one before today, were you?
once again, I would have to go through the go through the photos looking for that specific thing.
Well, let me ask you this. You talked about preparation. When you prepared with the prosecutor, were you shown one to talk about here in court?
Was I shown?
Officer, is there a reason you don't want to answer the question?
No.
Okay, then let me try very simply. You talked about that you met with the prosecutor and you prepared for today. Is that right?
Correct.
I'm really the first one to tell you that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Lawyers talk to witnesses all the time. But my question is, when you met to prepare, Did the prosecutor ever show you a photograph and say, hey, we're going to introduce this in court? This is Miss Dippolito and the informant at Miss Dippolito's vehicle.
We went over several photos, as you've seen.
Okay. I want you to answer my question first. Yes or no? Did she show you a photograph of you, of the confidential informant and Miss Dippolito at Miss Dippolito's vehicle? Requires a yes or no answer.
I don't remember that one specifically.
You don't remember that one? Okay.
Correct.
Do you just not want to answer the question, sir?
Objection argumentative.
When you testified a few moments ago for the prosecution, did you discuss a photograph that you took? Do you need to see the prosecutor? You should keep looking over here. I'll get out of the way if you need to.
Objection argumentative.
Okay. Oh, Judge, I'm just watching what's going on. I apologize. When you testified today, you remember testifying today, just a few moments ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you discuss or show or explain to the jury a photograph of Miss Dippolito and the informant in front of Miss Dippolito's vehicle?
Objection asked and answered.
Thank you. Now, you're not the only person in your agency that handles the wires and the cameras, are you?
No, sir.
In fact, there's other people that are capable of doing it, correct?
That's correct.
Judge, I think Mr. Fuchs wants. When you're at Chili's and the CI gets there and Miss Dippolito gets there, they're in two separate vehicles. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Do you know if the CI's vehicle was still wired from previously?
No, it was not.
It was not. Okay. Thank you.
New director.
Officer Reinhold, are you saying that you do not recall if you took a photo that included both the defendant and the confidential informant?
I'm trying to play back in my head one in front with them in front of the vehicle together, and I can't picture one in my head.
Okay, would it be fair to say that you took quite a few photos?
Yes, ma'am. There's a large stack.
Okay, and would it be also fair to say that the stack that you've seen here today is not actually even every single photograph? You've taken tons of photographs.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, when you were out there taking photographs and taking these photographs, who were you focused on? The confidential informant or the defendant?
The defendant.
Thank you.
No.
Officer, thank you so very much. Your excuse. Have a nice afternoon. I guess we'll break for lunch.
Yo, that was ridiculous.
That was crazy. I didn't think we were going to do it. And I was also
Her
going
face, though, like every time someone on the stand had said something about her, like she was just like shocked. She was like, "What? Oh my god!"
She was like, "I would never not do that."
Yeah, she's like, "I would never, definitely not, ever. I would totally never not, absolutely do that."
I mean, I at least wait till he sits in the car.
I wait to unbutton his pants while he's sitting in the car. Jeez, what do these people think I am, an animal?
Right. When he puts his seatbelt on, buckles that in, I unbuckle his belt. It's all just a thing that works.
We had the middle console removed for such things. Jesus.
He pops it in to drive. I pop it in my mouth. It's all right there.
She's like, Baba.
All
the way home. I can't. My brain is messed up. Sorry, people.
Break for lunch. They just want to eat out.
Yeah, exactly. Break for lunch. That was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good Lord. And maybe an appetizer.
How dare they
Or-
expose my pickle juice addiction?
Or should we say a hors d'oeuvre?
Ooh, I see what you did there. Her faking in court is just as bad as she was in the video. That's right, Ronnie.
Oh my Lord.
What if the car doesn't have a stick? Well, that's the car's problem.
Exactly, because he definitely did, apparently. You only need one.
It might
Well,
not be a
maybe she
stick
could-
shift, but he was.
Yeah. You only need one, but maybe she could have handled two. You never know.
She may have. I'm sure she
I mean,
probably
lips-
allegedly did.
her lips do be big. Just saying.
She would do it automatically. She just was like,
Mm.
she's like, looked like a blow up doll. And when she got in the car, her mouth was just, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do it myself because Bobby will be like, picture.
Oh, thank goodness I don't show my face because, whoo, there'd be so many clips happening. Good Lord. If she just gets in and she's just like automatically bends over.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing? Oh, whoop. Habit. Sorry.
My bad. I forgot. She's like, I forgot I was a Bratz doll now.
Ew. Oops. Wrong kind of Slurpee.
Oops, sorry. Not my boba.
She would do it automatically. Ew. Yes. No, there's always an auto stick. Not much of a man if he can't drive a stick. She went through all 5 gears in one trip. She went through all 5 gears before they left the parking lot.
Absolutely.
Careful when you put it in reverse.
Oh my god. What the hell? I can't.
Volvo or vulva?
I know a person who said it that way. Idol. A Volvo? Like Volvo?
WTF. What do you mean,
Oh.
WTF? Thanks
Shit.
for joining us, Ronnie.
Love you, Ronnie.
Yes, ma'am.
And just so if none of you know, Ronnie is bonita.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I didn't know if we were going to get through that because, well, I just didn't because it was a lot today.
Well,
But
I was basically just punching the screen at her stupid face every time they mentioned oral sex. And she's like, she was like shocked. I was like, lady, calm down.
she's like, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. It's like,
My price
maybe you
sheet's in
should.
the women's bathroom if anybody's interested."
She's like, I'm embarrassed. It's like, well, maybe you should tell your lip injections then. Jesus. Go lower. Come on, lady.
Don't put your dipstick in too fast. She might like it that way.
Oh no, you'd have to triple bag that to go up in there. I'm sorry.
She definitely liked it in reverse. Vroom,
Oh,
vroom.
for sure.
She wanted to go on Google. She's like, Googling. Oh, that's what they
As
said
she's
I
doing
did?
it,
Oh, yeah, they're right.
as she's doing it, she's like Googling.
Faking it is a thing for her. She's a professional, remember?
That's
Ooh,
true.
good
She
point.
is. She's a pro fish.
The reverse thing reminds me of something cars would say when they were backing up. It would say, attention, attention. Caro está retro something backing up.
All I heard was beep, beep.
Yeah, I was just saying now they
beep.
just beep. Ah. Don't be mad, Bobby.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's kind of on you guys if you ever had a faker. Sorry.
You probably
Sorry
don't
to
know if
burst
you did.
your man bubble, but you know.
You probably aren't any more the wiser if you did. Have a good night, Frank. Get some rest.
Yes, love you, Frank.
Take care of yourself. And yes, there, Bobby.
He's like, dang it. He's like running through his head like, shit, were they faking? Were they faking?
They're censored now.
Yes, they're censored now. Oh my God.
And that's generally the most important thing to all of you. That's why there's the fakers.
Mm-hmm.
No, just making you feel better about yourselves. Anyways.
Because yeah, trust me, if we screwed ourselves, we would never need you. At all. Just saying. And that's just a fact, you know?
There would be no men left in the world.
True.
Then we'd all be really, really bitchy 1 week out of every month, all at the same time and together. And murder
I
would
don't know.
like be everywhere.
I mean, I don't know. I would kind of be happy. I would just go frolicking wherever. I'd be like, la-di-da-di-da.
We'd be, we would,
Whenever I want.
we'd be frolicking at the beach making our own lunch. Like,
AJ would be just like, you know, doing the backstroke in a pool full of pencils. It would be like her dream, you know?
not get poked by the lead.
No, yeah,
Just
no.
saying.
Lies, Debbie.
Wouldn't be any lead to poke me.
Who would open the pickle jars for you? Me.
Me.
I'm the one.
Pickle jar. Plus, I don't even eat pickles.
Sorry, but I'm the one who opens the jars in this house. I'm not even kidding you. I may be short, but I be opening the pickle jars.
Have a good night, Deidre. See you tomorrow.
Hi, Deidre.
Yeah, I open my own
I'm
jars.
super late, but
Thank
hi.
you.
Hey, Side-Eye.
What's up, Jess? How you doing? You're missing us talk about how women fake it, but men don't even know it. Some of us do care, you know. Sorry, did I get your feelings, Bobby?
He probably did. He's gonna hate you for like 2 days now.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean it.
It doesn't matter if you mean it or not.
If we could lick the same places that cats can, well, the men could say that too.
Well,
and they'd be like, we don't need you.
I bet you those Cirque du Soleil women are doing real fine.
They probably can. That's true. That's true. But who gets them off the middle shelf for you, Bobby? I mean, Gabby.
Yeah, who gets him off the middle shelf, Bobby? Who gets him off?
Sorry, I saw.
That was great.
That was an accident.
That's a great question too for Bobby as well. Nobody. I would just either climb the shelf or get a stepladder.
Just step ladders.
Yeah.
Now you've done it. Do you know the difference between animals and humans? I don't know. I'm still stuck on your headache cure from back in the.
Wait, what did you say about her? What was the headache cure?
She would jump on the pogo stick to cure her headache.
Oh, right. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I feel like the more jostling my head would not end well. She's been drinking again.
I have not. It's prime. It's prime. Just I've got to hydrate. I have an infusion in the morning, so I want them to be able to find a vein.
AJ has not, but I have.
Speaking of trying to plump things up, I just need my veins to be like present in the morning.
He
That's
just
all.
like lifts up her sleeve. She's like, "Look at this juicy little bastard.
All
I drank 10
hydrated.
last night." Ooh,
And this
ooh, ooh.
morning, I am all hydrated.
Oh man.
Thanks, Ida. It doesn't take long. It wants to get it going.
That's what she said. When don't you drink, Abby? Well,
Before 5.
yeah, basically. Also, don't judge me. What the hell? I don't know. Get bent. How you like that? I do what I want. How you like me now?
She's the complete package. She can open her
Yeah,
own
why not?
jars, and she does
Yeah.
whatever she wants.
I don't need anything from anyone. If I ask my husband for help and he says, "Yeah, 1 second," I've already had it done before he even finished saying 1 second. I'm just like, okay, I'm not even dealing with this right now. It's already done. Never mind.
I saw the answer above, Shinny, because God allowed animals to lick themselves.
PM, snipe. Dang, I'm not an animal.
5 a.m. or p.m. Oh my gosh. No judges. I'm right there with you
5
again.
miles per hour.
Oh
I don't even think I
my
can run
gosh.
that.
I can drink everyone under the table. What if I'm just drinking under the table?
Yeah, just like hiding under there. You're just like sipping your unflavored, unsweetened tea, you little weirdo, you.
Sucking on a tea bag because
Just
Gabby told me to.
He just under the table sucking on a tea bag. Oh, bad jazzer. I know.
Why can't you drink on top of the table?
You
Because
can. Why not?
if I'm on top of the table, that would be also
People will,
weird.
people will see you.
People will start throwing money or something at me, like thinking I'm going to do something.
I mean, hey, shit, I'd do that. Why not?
Flashman would be like, get on the pole.
Yeah. He would have been like, I know you did the poll, dang it.
That's right, because it's way longer to fall.
That's
I
true.
say that like it's a
At
problem.
least-
The problem would be what they would expect once they start throwing the money, even though no promises have been made. No contract has been entered.
No contract. Is that how you
Different
think?
kind of pole. Oh, like the pogo
Is that-
stick. I can't get on that on the table either.
Is that how you think strip clubs work? Like that people have to like sign a contract before they enter the
I
building?
have no idea. I would be like, I will sign this contract that none of you will touch me because I know everything in here is sticky. So,
They gotta get those good cleaners in there.
but they don't.
No, they don't. They absolutely do not.
They're just like,
Everything is sticky in one of those places. You're like, should I even touch? Should I even walk in here?
it's like, Penny was over there giving a private dance to somebody. She bumped the wall. We got to go peel her off. She's stuck.
It's like, oh my God, Penny's been here all night. Good Lord. You open the club at like 8 a.m.
She's
She's just stuck there. Like, did Spider-Man come in? Jesus.
You dicks left me here. Well, on that note, I think I've said enough.
Well, yeah, probably.
All right, so we have one witness tomorrow. The whole time.
The whole.
That is Sergeant Frank Ramsey. Well, you know Penny's not worth it. Or they would have noticed she was missing long before.
Yeah. She should have said, Penny, for your thoughts.
And then so Sergeant Ramsey, whatever, we start his testimony tomorrow. We conclude it on Wednesday. And then he plays the cop video. And then the witnesses start getting a little bit more interesting, I think, after, like with Frank Ramsey, because I think the defense wants to go a little harder on him with the whole cops thing. But
I mean, do you hear the cop song when they play the video?
I don't know, because I really didn't watch it. I was just sliding through.
Were you now?
I was like, nothing to see
Wow.
here. Nothing to see here. It's just me sliding through. Excuse me. Pardon me. Also, don't hold the back of her head like that's weird. And
It's so weird. I keep seeing that image now later in the video, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh my
it's
God.
weird. It's
Wow,
weird.
it
I
looks
don't
like he's like
it.
grabbing her to like
Kiss
go
her.
for a kiss or something.
Yeah, like it's weird.
Super, super awkward.
And I think it's just, I don't know. It's his stance and his
Yeah.
hand. It's all just.
And the way she has her hands too.
Yes. I mean, it's probably just a bad shot of it. But
Oh, it's terrible, but
it's like,
super weird.
it looks so weird. Don't do that.
He was definitely one of her clients back in the day, I'm sure. I mean, because why else would you grab someone like that? I mean, come on.
I don't know. It's just
Because you've done it before.
comforting her. He was comforting her.
He was like, hey, maybe want to get a hotel after this?
She would have told. She would have told if he was one of her clients. She would have spilled the beans so fast. Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah, she said that. She was sliding right through.
Oh, you too. Haley. Bad boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do? Idle when they're coming for you. You know where you can go? You can go to the Come and Go gas station. I believe they're in Missouri and Oklahoma. I'm not sure where else.
No, they won't have those down in Boca. Absolutely not.
And then you can slide right out of there. Slippery when wet. That's right. That's right.
Depends
Or
on how
straight to
much
jail.
they pay you.
True. True.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. All right. Well, 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Add the PM.
6 o'clock p.m. Real time, not fake time, not adjusted time, not my camera got new batteries and reset the time. Whatever excuses we have heard about what time is in this trial so far, it is, stop it.
1,800 hours. Shut it down now.
Stop
End
it.
the live, AJ. End it. Just end
6 p.m. Eastern time. Take your fake time elsewhere. And have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow.
it. Bye.
Hot mannequin love is kinda uncanny. Click, like, subscribe, ooh, piece of candy. Looking for my spotlight, chasing my vibe. Still looking for my credibility online. Ooh, hot mannequin love, candy on the floor, don't pick it up. Chasing all the clicks, chasing all the views. Credibility's hiding, but I'm bringing you the news. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go. Every little scroll is a mystery, but you stuck around, watch the show with me. Laughs and chaos, that's how we roll. Drop a comment down below before you go.